Yet I have risen from the dead today. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Proper. Hello everybody, welcome. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening, and whichever part of the world you're in. This is still too high. Hold up. Bow, 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 bow. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, we're good. We are good. I am here. I'm alive. Woga, she just said, woke up. No, I ate a very delicious carnitas burrito. I'm gonna just move this down a little. Oh, forgot to grab chat. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Who is here? Hi Gyoko, welcome. Hi Suiseki, welcome. Hi Nimby, welcome. Hi Feilong, welcome. Hi Tai, welcome. Alright, so so it's the heartburn, yeah. I ate some fried chicken yesterday too, so it could be that. It could be any number of foods. It could have been the carnitas burrito, could be the buffalo chicken, it could have been the fried chicken, like it could have been any of those. How are you? I'm good. At yourself? Oh my goodness, will she be late? I am here. Anime Showcase. Yes, she's rarely ever on time. That's true. Though I've not been keeping with it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I literally only watch little. I'm doing that counting thing. Yeah, I've quite literally only completed 5 anime, and then I'm still catching up on like 2 others, which is this one and that one. And that is it. Oh my god. I did not keep up this season either. But I don't know, not a lot of them like caught my attention. That oh my god! I thought they were never gonna bring this back. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. No way they brought it back. This is a sentence of a bookworm. Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite isekai. Like, aside from Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, this one is my absolute favorite. I have all the books, maybe like 5 volumes after the last season. I have those hardback in physical copy, and then after that the physical copy was taking too long, so I bought all the books on ebook. So I did finish it like last year, a year before, but it's my absolute favorite, favorite. I love it so much. I plan to collect all the paperbacks. It's just like, I think it's like 33 volumes or so, and the print isn't like 100% great. I think it's like print on demand. Yes, yeah, we talked about it quite a bit. Sophie was actually up to date on the J books, or JP book. I don't know who was publishing it. I can't remember. Somebody was publishing it, and she was up to date on the chapters, and she'd always ask me, I'm sorry, that's not, yes, yeah, Oh, the animation improved a lot. Oh my god, the animation. Oh, never mind. It's still a little iffy in some areas, but it improved a lot. It's way improved since last time. It's throwing me off that that was his voice. I don't remember his voice sounding like that, nor did I expect his voice to sound like that. Yeah, they improved it a lot. The quality looks like 100 times better than what it was prior. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, I'm so excited. We get to see her panda bus. I am so happy. Oh my god. Oh. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy right now. Like, this is it. Like, this just made my year. Like, you thought you might have like a shitty year. Like, this made my year. This is my year right now. Okay, so this one came out in 2022. So I've obviously been waiting about 4 years for this, which is why I expected this not to come back, because it had been 4 years, and I really did not expect it to come back. Second season came out 2020, and then the first. So when I had discovered A Sense of a Bookworm, I think I binge watched season 1 and 2. Again, the animation, the looks wasn't that great. They improved significantly for season 4. I'm really excited. So I think I had binge watched season 1 and 2, and then that's when I started watching season 3. Like, season 3 just came out, and I was watching it, and then I was waiting for the next one. Yeah, 2019. So I did not watch this one when it came out. I know I didn't. I think I binge watched season 1 and 2. But yeah. I really liked it. This is like my absolute favorite novel. Like, oh my god, I love this novel. It's my favorite. I love it so freaking much. What was it? Oh man. Oh, man, I'm so happy. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I think I busted everybody's eardrums. I am so sorry about that. I've been waiting, as you can tell, 4 years for this, so I have every right to be excited right now, okay? It's my favorite book. Can't wait to see the upcoming sequels like every season, yeah. They got more autographs, so nice! Congrats! Didn't the first season come out like past 5 years? I didn't know it had that large of a following. I didn't either! I don't know how well it's received in Japan. I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff for it in the US. Can't get my water bottle open. Hold on. I feel like my allergies are super bad. Yeah, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know if they were gonna continue, because I mean, you got like a bunch of really good anime that did not get like a season 2 for some series, so I was genuinely surprised that was there. Oh my god, I'm so fucking happy. And I don't know if I forget how much of the novels it actually covers. Oh my god, Wisteria Wand and Swords getting a season 2! Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, so before we continue, I do need to explain some things for some people, because I have a really funky system that's going to confuse people a little bit. So I'm going to put it as a pinned message real quick. So 3 stars just equals most likely to watch. not eat, watch. And then we have 2 stars, give it a chance. And then 1 star just means like really solid maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna pin that. And that so when I'm saying this is like 3 stars, 2 star, 1 star, I still don't totally understand your system. It just like, is Mal's seasonal anime order in terms of how many people have them in their plan to watch list? You know, I have no idea. I don't know how they put the order. Maybe it's like at the time it's filed. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. I love this one. And I need to tell you guys now. I'm pretty sure it's, if I remember it correctly. I am gonna give you guys a warning for that one, just in case like you guys are not down for that. Just because I don't want you to like go into it and they hate it, because it's like, oh, it's that. It's like, okay, well, I'm telling you now what it is. What is this? Oh yeah, I did hear that one's good. Okay, sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm sorry. Rent a Girl is getting another season. I don't know who keeps licensing Rent a Girlfriend. I don't know if the numbers are just that good. I don't know if the amount of figures are selling. I don't know if the amount of volumes keep selling. I don't know if I don't know what the logistics is behind Rent a Girlfriend getting like another season. It just is. Hi Tonya, hi Bryant, welcome. Okay, so let me go in order. Again, my system is really funky. Does it say that I mean, it's not prevalent in it. I'll explain it a little bit, but yeah, it has something to do with that. So basically my system, when I give stars, that's just the likely chance of me watching it, but at the end of the day you're not gonna know if I watched it until we do this again next season, and then I'll tell you which ones I watched, because I could say I'm gonna watch it and then I end up not watching it, and it could be for a number of reasons. Like to know whose autograph I got into. Sure, who'd you get? All right, so first and foremost, Ray Zero starting Another World season 4. I don't even remember if I watched season 3 or how long ago season 3 was. Did I watch season 3? I need to know. Let me see. 2024. I feel like I didn't. I don't think I did. I think I just got really tired of the dome one, or where she had to face her fears and somehow get out of the dome. I think I just got really super duper tired and I did not watch season 3. Or maybe I did. I'm not too sure. This one also has like a really big prominent gap in my memory most of the time, so I'm not 100% positive. But if you were looking forward to season 4, season 4 is coming out. It starts April 8th, which is going to be next Wednesday. So, or I don't know if they do them early, so it might be next Tuesday because this comes out in Japan. Like, I don't know if this is like NA times or is this Japan times, because if it is Japan time, it'll come out Tuesdays. If it's NA or North America or any other time zone, it should come out the Wednesday, but I don't know. Classroom of the Elite is also having a season 4. I haven't watched Classroom of the Elite. I still don't even know what it's about. Okay, I haven't seen enough clips, if at all. I haven't seen any clips at all for it to tell me what the heck is going on. Claudia Wells and William Zabka. Cool. All right, this one I am excited for. Time I Got Reincarnated Slime season 4. So this one is my second favorite isekai. My first favorite isekai will always be Sense of a Bookworm, favorite novel. Second, and I have probably the, like, if you guys had to tally how many figures I have of a specific character, I most definitely have more figures of Rimuru than anybody in my collection. He's just really adorable, and they make him into everything. In your opinion, does it seem like they're kind of dragging some series out because they're selling? No, I don't know. I would have to read the source material to give you a solid answer for that question, because a lot of this is basically just, hey, do we continue with the next season? Okay, how much of the source material are we doing? Okay, we're gonna do volume this through this. And a lot of these have been going on for like years, so they probably have a sizable amount of source material. Like this one already, this one has 34 volumes. It was originally a web novel, and then they recently got it licensed for a novel in Japan, and then now it's getting published in English. And as of right now, I think only the ebook is out. They're still trying to slowly get the paperbacks out in physical copy. But yeah, there's a ton of source material. This one finished the web novel like years ago. It took about like 4 or 5 years just for the novel in English to finish. Because I think the ending for this ended like 2018 to 2020. It was around there. So when I started reading it, it was when I was already a VTuber at this point. So around 2022 time period. And now it was still barely getting published in English, but it already ended in the web novel. So some series do have a lot of source material. This one has a lot of source material. This one should have a lot of source material. I don't know about the rest. This one has source material, not as long as the others, but it has a considerable amount. So it just really depends. Some series, I think nowadays, I don't think they finish off stuff without the source material, or at least the author's input. So I don't know. I don't know how they gauge it or figure out what to do a next season of. I thought The Signs of Affection deserved another season, and it didn't get a season, so I was a little pissed. I was like, really? Really? Anyways. Yeah, Tiger Reincarnated Slime Season 4 is coming out, so I'll definitely be watching that one. If I can remember what happened in Season 3, because I don't remember jack shit. Oh yeah, they had the council, and then they had that convention meeting, and then okay, I remember now. Like barely. There was like a festival they were hosting or something. And the heroes or whatever. I can't remember. But yeah. Oh yeah, we found out he was a bad guy. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Alright. Jennifer from First Back to the Future, and then Johnny and Lawrence from Cry Kid and Cobra Kai. Oh, nice. Cool. Alright, Dr. Stone Science Future Part 3. Third part of the Dr. Stone Science Future. I'm assuming this is the final part, maybe? I don't know, there's a rocket ship behind him, so I have no idea. I've been wanting to watch Dr. Stone just because it looked really good and the manga looked fairly good, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get around to it, but yeah, it's Season 3 is coming out. I just think there's magic in series that's definitely start and end, and it kind of feels like that magic is lost in some anime today. Yeah, I mean, nowadays a lot of manga doesn't have a start to finish. They usually keep going. Now there are cases where in Demon Slayer it seems very long, but the manga is actually fairly short. It ends about 28 volumes or something. Let me see. So that one had like a beginning to end, you know. Demon Slayer manga. So it has up to 23 volumes. So that's fairly short. Nowadays a lot of manga and light novels just keep going, or they keep adding spin-offs and stuff. And yeah, some of it does kind of seem dragged out, but you know, it's up to the publishing company and the manga author how far they want to extend their story. But it's very rare to find series that end under 30 volumes. Most of the time they go past the 30 volumes. A lot of the romances usually end between like the 12 to like 25 range for volumes, which is also very nice. A lot of isekais though just keep going. And some of it just doesn't get licensed accordingly. Like they'll have the novel and then they start considering, hey, maybe let's do a manga, and so they have a manga going too. It just depends. All right, I did hear this one's pretty good. All right, so we have The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. We got volume season 2 of that one. But yeah, it's just my opinion. Might be a hot take. No, it's all good. Yeah, it's just they don't make a lot of short series anymore just because the source material isn't that short anymore. Most of the time it's gonna pass like past 25 volumes at some point. It feels like they're milking some series. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. But, oh well. Alright, next one. We have Witch Hat Atelier. Okay, so nobody get mad at me. Nobody throw rocks at me. I haven't read this manga. I was aware of the manga. I'm aware the artwork is very beautiful. I have several friends who love this manga. Okay, I've seen the box set at Barnes & Noble's multiple times. I could have taken any chance to grab it. So this one is probably going to be like the most anticipated one for the season, just because so many people have been waiting for this to be an anime. And from the looks of the trailer, they did very well. Like, it looks phenomenal. The animation looks really clean, looks really magical and colorful. And yeah, so I am excited for it. Let's go ahead and read the synopsis, because I kind of had a general idea of the story format, in which case it's a retelling of the main character, Coco. I think from what I saw in the trailer and from the first couple pages of the manga, she's older now. I don't, are they witches or warlocks or mages? I'm not too sure. They have magic users, let's call them that. She's older, and I think this story is a retelling of what happened back then. So obviously some things are set in stone. But it's a retelling from her perspective. I'm assuming, you know, something like that. Obviously she's not always gonna be in the panels, you know, but because of the story. But from what I saw, it's a retelling. All right, so we have Coco, a humble dressmaker's daughter, has always been fascinated by magic and the witches who cast it. Okay, witches. All right, cool. Despite the strict precautions they take to hide their methods from the public, however, when Coco takes advantage of a golden chance to spy on the skilled witch... Oh god, I don't know how to say his name. Keyfree? I think it's Keyfree, right? Keyfree? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. She realized that her favorite picture book was a disguised magic book all along. In her excitement, she immediately starts testing out the various spells. When a spell causes a disaster in her home, Keyfree rescues her in time and decides to train her, realizing that she is the first lead he has found that could help him track down the Brimmed Hats, a dangerous group of heretics who experiment within forbidden body-altering magic and spread magical artifacts among the commoners. But before Coco and Keyfree can confront the Brimmed Caps, she is going to have to improve her magical skills and learn to get along with Keyfree's other apprentices. So I am very excited. The trailer looked very good, and I have only heard starring reviews about the story itself and the manga, and everything is amazing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna give a summary just so more people can watch the anime. April 4th! No! I'm gonna be busy that day. This better be coming out the day before. I'm gonna watch it in the morning, please. My cynical take is I think a lot of studios are betting on something that's tried and true, so they're more likely to work on sequel series that have success. Less risky, I guess. Yeah, I said that if one of my favorite series got another season, I'd probably freak out like you did. We'll see. We'll see. Pussy. Alright, so how old were you? I forgot. I think it was a 35-year-old librarian, and she was organizing some books at the library, and the whole bookcase fell on her and she died. And she wakes up in the body of a commoner, Ein. Wait, no, Rosamine, yeah, Rosamine, I think is her. And Mine, never mind. Her name is Mine, M-Y-N-E. They added the Rosa later, but her name is Mine, and she's a commoner, and she had this disease where she has a lot of magic, but because she's a commoner, she doesn't have access to the tools that would help her, like, get rid of the magic in her body, and so she get really sick. So she's assuming that's how the previous owner of the body died, is she just got really, really sick and she died, and then she's in her soul. The library, huh? Yeah. She was at a library. It wasn't her house, it was at the library, and the books fell on her and she died. That's how it starts off. And so she's really in love with books, And she starts off by recruiting her commoner friend, Ludwig? No. Luke? I forgot his name. And so it's been a while since I finished the volume, and he isn't really prominent in the later volumes. So she convinces him to help her make paper, and she comes across a merchant, and she's like telling him some of her ideas. And she's a pretty smart person, okay? She was very well read. She loves books as much as I do, so she knows a lot of stuff. And so the merchant works with her, and one thing led to another, and she's in the temple, and one thing led to another, which is her next chapter in life, which takes her out of the temple. But yeah, this is really good. I fucking love this. Unfortunately, my favorite part isn't until like the very end of the series, so I for sure will not be seeing it anytime soon. I know that for a fact. Hopefully I'll see it before I die, but you know, I mean, pronunciated library is interesting. Library? 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 It's the same thing. Library, 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 library. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Biblioteca! Okay, so I'm excited for this. This one's like 20,000 stars. I'm gonna watch it. Faux show. This one's 3 stars. I'm gonna watch it. This one for sure I'm gonna watch, another 3 stars. I'm not keeping up with these, so I'm probably not gonna watch these. What is this? Diamonds? Demons or diamonds? Wait a minute. Is this the author? Oh, it is! Okay, so this is from the author of Fullmetal Alchemist. If I remember correctly. Yes, yeah, this is the author of Fullmetal Alchemist. Okay, in an isolated village, 2 twins were born, separated by day and night. It is years later, and while the older brother Yuru has become a hunter of animals, his sister Asa has been locked away in a cage, ordered to perform a special duty that prohibits her from meeting more than a few select individuals. On an otherwise inconspicuous day, a group of armed men riding in helicopters referred to as dragons by citizens assault the village in search of Yudu, killing every adult on sight. When Yudu attempts to meet up with Asa and flee, he finds a dead body instead. On top of that, the person who killed her claims to be Yudu's true twin sister. Before the woman can capture him, Yudu is rescued by a man named Dera, an outsider who frequently visits the village. However, it is not long before the two are cornered. In a last-ditch effort, Dera makes Yudu give a gift to the deity of the village, summoning a pair of daimons, whose existence is bound to reveal the truth behind these chaotic events. Okay, so just because I haven't watched Fullmetal Alchemist, I might give this one a chance. Oh, so it's probably good then? I mean, not like you, no. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Nobody put me at the stake, okay? I haven't watched FMA. I don't think I plan to watch it anytime soon, but like... Oh shit, you're right, Fei Long. I'm looking at the numbers right now. Wow, it is really high up on the list. I didn't know that many people were excited for this. Oh, they added subtitles? Did they have subtitles on the other ones? Yeah, it just said Sense of a Bookworm. Okay, they're actually adding titles. Oh, but they didn't put season 4. Okay, so they're just gonna put it by the arcs. Adopted daughter of an archduke. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Are you even an anime fan? I am, I promise. I just hadn't gone around to it. I was watching other things. So I might watch this one. I don't know if I am though. Like, I'm gonna watch episode. This one's 2 stars, just because I'm probably gonna watch episode 1 and we'll see how it goes. For sure I'm watching this one. I enjoyed watching this one a lot. Wisteria Wand and Sword season 2. I really liked season 1. So main character can't use magic, but he can use a sword. But he's attending a magic school. He wants to be as great as a magician or mage as his best friend, who is a mage prodigy, and she's like up in the sky with all the other like super powerful mages. And there's been a thing on Mal, the English title. Oh, like instead of saying season this, it just adds it. Unless if you meant something else. No, I meant like Yeah, it just put like season 1, season 2, but this time they actually added like a subtitle that said the adopted daughter of an archduke, which I think is kind of spoilers. Not gonna lie, like if you haven't read the book, I feel like the title just fucking spoiled it. Because you actually, I mean, yes, you kind of found out like she got roped into something at the end of episode, at the end of the last episode, but oh, you know what? The website I watch my anime on, I recently noticed they added a sense of a bookworm, and I thought that was kind of odd, but I got really excited because I thought, oh, I'll just rewatch it, you know, just to reminisce. This probably was added to the database, and that's why they added it. So my website doesn't have everything, but if it sees something's getting another season, they're going to add the previous seasons. So might rewatch it. But I feel like this is spoilers because it doesn't tell you. It like legit doesn't tell you who the guy is till like the next season, but whatever. Okay, Restoria wand and sword season. Anyway, so he found out he can kind of use magic with the sword. It's really complicated. And yeah, those are his companions. That's his only friend. And then this guy kind of becomes his friend, and then everyone else is like a companion. They're not really his friend. That was the watch on it. Is it yeah, it's Crunchyroll. Yeah. Yeah, wherever this comes out on Crunchyroll. Alright, moving on. The beginning after the end, season 2. I didn't watch season 1, but if you did watch season 1, here's season 2. Farming Life in Another World. Again, if you watch season 1, here's season 2. And Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, season 4. I might actually start watching this one because I found out the author of Ichi the Witch is actually the same person who writes Iruma Demon School. I was like, what? And she's doing like 3 other spin-offs too, along with Ichi the Witch. So I have no idea how she does it. She's insane. In a good way. In a good way. Alright, what is it? Liar Game. Okay. College student Nao Kanzaki has always adhered to her name's meaning, foolishly honest. However, after opening an unsolicited package containing 100 million yen, she inadvertently accepts an invitation for the Liar Game. In this tournament, contestants are encouraged to betray and deceive their opponents to gain a massive amount of cash. Conversely, losing all will incur a lifetime debt. With all hopes lost, her only option left is to seek help from a con artist. Isn't this just Akudama Drive and Death Parade together? What? His neck is so long. Why is his neck so long? And again, I can't show you guys... And again, I can't show you guys the audio, but we will watch the video. And in true anime fashion, I'm probably gonna have to private the showcase video when something gets hit, I guess. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can, like, add something. Property. Wonder, will this let me... Hold on. Can I edit the opacity? I feel like I could. That color. Scale fill. Can I edit the opacity of anything? Does anyone know? That's a thing I could do. Effect filters. I want to like put something over it so it won't get flagged that easily. Hold on. How to edit opacity of image in OBS. Hi Yunan! Welcome, welcome. Konbanwa. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Can I ask after you're done and count how many anime this season or sequels relative to new series? Yes, I will count that. You might be able to get away with it with sort of censor over the video. Maybe. Right click the image, filters, put color correction. Oh. Filters. Color correction. Opacity? Oh! Okay. Okay, maybe that'll help. You guys are gonna have to look at Hanya's face though, just because I said so. Okay, maybe that will help. So it doesn't get lagged as much. Alright, continuing. But yeah, I can't show you guys the audio, but we can at least watch the footage. Are there subtitles? It's in Japanese. Okay. Alright, so she got a box. And the animation looks good, I'll give it that. I'm sorry, okay, I know you guys can't hear it, but when the music started playing and the mask was flashing on, I literally got, the Nonary Games flashback. Like, I just felt very Nonary Games-ish. I was like, oh, where are we? I'm assuming that's the con artist. All I see is very pretty men. This is like screaming kind, like sort of Nonary Games. Like the music is reminding me of Nonary Games. She is freaking out so much. How are they both gonna win though? It feels like you need one winner. Yeah, like I'm getting Nonary Game vibes from this. I kind of wish A and Nirvana Files or like Nonary Games got animated. That would be really fun. I doubt it though, but just a lot of screaming. Alright, well. Not that exciting. I'm probably not gonna watch it just because like, I don't know. Who knows? Alright, what is this one? I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. What is this? Maehara Maki struggled to connect with anyone during my high school years, finding it hard to make friends. Then a turning point arrived. A girl named Asanagi entered my life. Despite being I don't know how to say that word, I'm sorry. Referred to as the second cutest girl in class by the boys, she chose to spend her Fridays with me instead of her best friend Amami, who held the cutest girl in class title. In the comfort of my home, we delved into the realm of games, watched movies, immersed ourselves in manga, indulged in junk food, pizza and hamburgers, guzzled soda, cola, carefree and content. To the outside world, we might seem a bit messy, but to both Asanagi and me, it was a cherished hidden time together. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch it. It sounds cute though. If anyone, it sounds like a rom-com. Let me see who the voice actors are. I didn't recognize anybody in Liar Game right off the bat, so. Right off the bat. I'm okay. What is this? The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. I think I've seen this manga on the table before. Alright, let's see. Just kill me. Jesus. These are the words of Serafina de la Viant? Serafina de la Viant? The strongest female knight in the West. After being defeated in a war with the East, she has become the prisoner of the barbarians. What awaits the captive Serafina is a life of revenge, torture, and humiliation. Or so she thought. What is offered instead is a marriage to the barbarian king. What? An intriguing tale of otherworldly marriage is about to begin. So I am usually down for isekais if the main couple get together really early on, because that usually gives me a hint that we're not going to have a big booby harem like setting and it's just going to take up majority of the story. But if we have a main couple going strong in the very beginning, I'm down for that. Like I'm more for rooting for a main cute couple. I'm here for the isekai power couples, okay? Do you think they'll do A Somnium Files justice though? I'm sure they'd cut out a lot of content. Oh, for sure. They would have to pick like a specific route or had to do it in multiple seasons. I don't know. They're going to more dark direct. This one? I don't know. Oh. Turn that on. okay, we got Beastman here too. He looks like a big teddy bear. Like, without the mask. Whoa! Big burb. I feel like... Is it just me, or does the animation feel very standstill? It could be that's just the art style. No, why'd you shave off his beard? They never let them keep the beard. Or a mustache. I don't know, the animation just seems kind of stiff. Like, I like the premise, but I don't know, the animation just looks funky. I don't know why. I mean, it's cute. I'm gonna give it 2 stars just because, like, I might watch episode 1. Ooh. Jesus, CJ looks horrendous. Is that what was bothering me? Is that what was bothering me? Hold on. I'm just gonna adjust the color correction so it's a little more prominent. There we go. I know, I'm sorry, you just got to look at his face. That is 2006 Fate Stay Night levels of battle. Oh my god. I don't know, just something looks off. I mean, I'm excited. I kind of want to watch it, but it looks off. I don't know why. It just looks off to me. Okay. Jesus. All right. Well, Rent a Girlfriend season 5's getting a season 5. If anyone here is into Rent a Girlfriend, we're not judging you. But there's better romance manga you could read. I promise you there's better romance manga. All right. So, unless this is your guilty pleasure one, I totally understand. I have a few really shitty, like, reverse harem anime I like. It's horrendous. The game's okay, but, like, the anime itself is horrendous, and it's my guilty pleasure anime. So, I understand if it's in that category. But if you, like, genuinely like this, please read more romance manga. I can even recommend some if you need some. Oh my god. I guess the idea is relatively dark, but I thought it could go more in the direction of Vinland Saga if you've seen it. I've seen clips, and I'd seen... Wait, was it Vinland Saga, or was it another one that I saw that they canceled it? Was it Vinland Saga or a different one? Oh, Vagabond? I can't remember. There was a guy I saw doing a review on Hoseki no Kuni, Land of the Lustrous, and he was really upset that, like, 2 of his favorite manga got cut. He went on, like, a good 5 to 10 minute rant. It was hilarious. I can just hear exciting your voice for Rent a Girlfriend. Yeah. Yay. Oh no, I'm sick. If I was younger, I would hate watch it. Oh my god. Alright, next one. Marriage Toxin. For centuries, the Poison Masters have perfected the art of assassination. Among them, the Gero family stands as one of the 5 most powerful families of masters, wielding unmatched skill and influence. Hikaru Gero, heir to the infamous bloodline, has lived his life deep in the shadows of the underworld, far removed from the love or marriage. However, to ensure the Poison Master bloodline does not die out, the head of the Gero family declares that Hikaru's sister would be forced to bear an heir. Soon after, Hikaru crosses paths with Mei Kinosaki, a brilliant marriage swindler who also happens to be his current assassination target. Determined to protect his sister and solve the succession problem himself, Hikaru makes an unexpected request on the spot, asking Mei to help him get married. That's the first time that anyone's ever proposed like that. And so with the cunning marriage swindler Mei as his advisor, the elite assassin Hikaru sets out on the toughest mission for love. His goal? The ultimate marriage. The most unlikely duo, an assassin and a marriage swindler, take on the world's toughest mission for love. Alright, I'm gonna give some context for this. And Land of the Lustrous does need a 2nd season. Apparently it did win a reward for, like, best sci-fi something. I forgot what the reward was, but it did win that. award, sorry, award, not reward. It did win an award for a sci-fi category of some kind. I don't recall. I just know it was science fiction. So hopefully we might get a new season this year. Hopefully. I hated the ending, but after watching that guy's video, it made sense. I was like, oh, okay. So I was ignorant on the religion that the main story centered around, which is Buddhism. But after getting some behind the scenes context and kind of understanding the way the story was laid out, it made a lot more sense after that. and an interview with the author. So I ended up liking the ending now. At first I didn't. I was kind of really upset and very like, I didn't think Foss deserved that. Pero yeah, after watching that video, it makes sense now. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. That was a good ending. I understand. That was a very well written story, which is kind of unfortunate because you kind of do need context of Buddhism just to like not entirely get it, but to understand majority of Hoseki no Kuni, you kind of gotta know some level of Buddhism. It's been like 9 years since the first season, Tony. I ran out of hope. I don't know. Look at Hanakimi. It had been published for 30 and it finally got an anime, so I don't know what the problem is. Off to bed. Alright, good night, Ty. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Night. Bye. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't want spoilers for this, I'm gonna type in. Okay, so I'm gonna have the spoilers text up, and when that text is up, you can mute, and then when I unmute it, no, when I get rid of the text, you can unmute. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put spoilers. If you don't want to hear about marriage toxin, this is not spoilers for the story, but just some behind the scene context. If you're going into this thinking, oh my gosh, it's like you're already kind of being set up for what to assume. And I literally thought that when I read the first volume, like the first couple pages, I didn't read to the end. It wasn't until I got to the end, I'm like, oh, and then it wasn't until I read to the middle. Oh, so things kind of made sense. So you are going into this, like volume 1 pretty much tells you the whole context of the story going forward, but I just want to let y'all know so you're not being bamboozled when you're watching episode 1 and you're like, what the frick? This is why I kind of hated the summary for Oshinoko, where it said, oh yeah, he's gonna like work together and protect his mom and sister, and that's not what happened. I was like, that is so misleading. So again, this summary doesn't mislead you, but it did take out some context, which is later revealed in volume 1. Oh, thanks to the reassurance. I just need to wait like 20 more years. Yeah, just a little bit. Is this about marriage toxin? Okay, so mute if you want to. Okay, so marriage toxin, you find out at the end of volume 1, like this is literally end of volume 1, May is actually a guy. So they're both guys, and the reason his sister can't just randomly have an heir is because she has a girlfriend. Okay, so his sister has a girlfriend, and she was just gonna break it off with her girlfriend and just resign herself to her fate. And her brother said, no, don't do that. I got this. And so at the end of volume 1, he does go into this knowing May is a guy, and May does try and help him get a girlfriend, I think. From the looks of the most recent chapters, though, last I checked, I think they might end up together, I think. Let me see. From what I last saw, as far as I know. So I hope some people do go into it and get mad and they're like, it's just a femboy. It's like, okay, well, it is a cute little blonde gentleman who happens to dress up like a chick. He's a marriage swindler. That's part of his thing. He's like the honeypot assassin. He seduces you and then bam, you die. Let's see. Alright, so there's just like a big major fight. And that's where it ends up. So right now it's like 158 chapters in. But yeah. But yeah, I just want you guys to know that going in. It's not a BL or anything, it is like a full action-packed assassin, kind of thriller sort of thing. But please do know that the blonde is a guy. Okay? Just know that. I was surprised. It's literally like the last 2 to 3 pages, I think, where they survive and they're in a hotel. And hi Bubba, welcome. He survives, they're in a hotel, and he tells the blonde girl, like, okay, go ahead and take a shower. So he's taking a shower. He comes out of the shower and he's like, oh my god, you're a guy? He's like, yeah. He's like, what? And so that's how it ends. It did show the sister's girlfriend though, like she's on the phone with him and you see a ripped up photo of like this girl in the trash can. She's like, no, I'm just gonna break up with her and I'm just gonna do what the family says. He's like, it's okay, you don't have to do that, you love her, you know? So I'm finally free. Hi Bubba, welcome. Wait, that person with the luscious blonde hair and the beautiful is a guy? Yeah. Yes. Ooh. Hold on. I keep forgetting to put this on. Oops. Okay, so let me show you. Ooh. Because I just want to see which VA they got for that character. Toxic. Da 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 da. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. So they got a VA I wasn't expecting. I guess because they would give it away? So they did get a girl. They got Shion. Unless... Did they? They could have. It's not the first time they've done this. Let's see. Okay, so okay, hold on. Okay, so they did get a girl VA. And it sounds like a girl. It really does. So she's best known as... Where have I heard you? I watched none of these shows. Watched none of these. Ah, okay, Ayase. Okay, Ayase, I remember, if I remember correctly, her voice, I mean, the tone that she does with Ayase is somewhat deeper and not as high pitch as most of her other VAs. But I'm free, don't get bonked by Crunchy again. Oh, I know. So, hi, Gumi, welcome. Sorry, but all I see is another beautiful man, but with pink hair. Oh. Very lobster-friendly goober. Nice. Do I have the spoilers? So... They either A, she's gonna have to do a deeper tone when it's revealed it's a guy, or B, they might have cut that out. Which I'm kind of hoping they didn't, just because in Volume 1, like it literally shows you here. I'm not gonna show you guys, but I need to find the chapter because I don't have the manga. I didn't get the manga. I had to be very selective on the books I buy, okay? So I didn't. Let me see. Whoa. How many chapters are in like a volume? Let me see. Was this even sooner? Was this like literally chapter 2? Let me see. Oh, okay, it literally tells you in chapter 2. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna. Yeah, it's literally in chapter 2. Like, literally chapter 2. He's taking a bath, and he already told him I'm a guy. And then he comes out of the bath. He's like, "Oh, you're thinking I don't look like a guy." He's like, "Do you want me to prove it?" And he like takes off his towel, and he's like, "No, it's okay. You don't show me. I can see you're a guy." Let's see. Yeah, he is a guy. So yeah, he's asking, why do you dress like a woman? He says, well, my last mark was a man. If my mark was a woman, I'd dress as a man. It's more fun to play both sides, don't you think? Like, that's why Ghetto-kun, I think you made the right move proposing to me. He's like, I can teach you how to lure in anyone. Men, women, whoever. And then so he works on, like, helping him. Oh my god, they set up a matchmaking for assassins. That's really funny. So, again, already in volume 2, but her voice sounds really high pitched, so I'm thinking maybe they're gonna lower her. She can probably lower her tone enough during the time she needs to sound like a guy. Wow, just read the band-aid on chat. Yeah, I think they tell you, like, literally. Like, they straight up I skimmed through the manga when I had picked it up at Barnes & Noble, so I didn't read that. I was just kind of like flipping through it real fast, so I didn't see that part. It wasn't until I was kind of like looking around and I was like, let me see, this actually looks good. Like, I kind of like this idea of like 2 assassins working together. It seems really cute. And so I was reading it and I was like, oh my god, the guy. And you know, it reminded me of another manga. There's another one. There's like 2 Yakuza gangs, and one of them, the head, is this pretty blonde guy, but he likes dressing up as a woman, and he is a dentist full-time. So he's a dentist, and he talks like a dominatrix kind of. And he's like, oh, your mouth is a toilet, a dirty, dirty, filthy toilet. I have to clean it. And he says that all the time. And so the other Yakuza gang guy is like helplessly in love with him because he thinks it's a woman. And I don't know how many volumes it's at. I already closed the tab a while ago and I lost it, so I don't know. I want to see? Yeah, pretty much. The art shows lobsters bullying me, so exactly the opposite. Why are the lobsters bullying you, Gumi? Anyways, that's Marriage Toxin. I'm probably gonna watch this just because I already liked the premise when I had first picked up the manga, but again, I kind of had to be selective in what I was getting. Any whoosies. I want to end this love game. What is this? In 6th grade, childhood friends Yukiya Asagi and Miku Sakura create a game with the objective to embarrass the other person by taking turns saying I love you. 4 years later, even as they are entering high school, the two are still trying to one-up the other and claim victory. I just feel like they need an excuse to tell each other they love each other. However, as the tender feelings begin to bloom in their hearts, the simple phrase has taken on a new meaning beyond the rules of their game. With the passing of each day, the urge to become more than childhood friends grows, but both Yukiya and Miku resist making the first move, hesitant about what is in store once the game finally ends. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Let me see. Who do we got? Ah, we got Kaito Ishikawa. That guy's pretty good. We got Takahito Koyas. Oh. Oops. There we go. I guess I can lower the opacity a little bit. I don't know! oh god, how do reaction channels deal with this? How do you gauge how much opacity you add or take out? Maybe that's okay. Bum 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 bum. Is it me or like I don't know why, but their long shots looked really weird. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, like right here, it looks 3D. So, I don't know, that looked 3D and there's another shot where it looked like 3D and I was kind of confused. I don't know, I don't like the look. It's bothering me a lot. I'm probably not gonna watch that one. Oh my gosh. Oh, Honda Kaede as a side character though. Oof. Oh, so it's like Kaguya-sama, but not, yeah. Enough to actually see what's on screen. Oh, okay. Well, can you see it now? So I haven't actually seen Kaguya-sama, but it's pretty much the same thing. They're like, they kind of each have a crush on each other, but instead of saying I love you, they're trying to get the other to say I love you first. But yeah, that's it for that one. This looks... Alright. Oh my god, this is getting season 2! I haven't even finished season 1! God, I just love rom-coms where they just beat around the bush for time. That's called a slow burn, and that's a specific genre in and of itself. Alright, so next, I already started watching this one. Agents of the Four Seasons, Dance of Spring. So this is by the author, I believe, that wrote Violet Evergarden. It looks good. I just feel like they threw you into it, though, like from episode 1. And I started the show really confused. And I ended the show really confused. Normally, I don't like going into something confused and then ending it confused. I don't mind if I go in confused and I kind of get it at the end. I feel like they just really threw you in, though. And I didn't know. I was just really confused. Wait, Violet Garden writer where? I think it's this one, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I actually seen this one, Agents. Well, I watched episode 1. But I've seen the novel before. Yes, okay. So Agents of the Four Seasons is a fantasy light novel series by Violet Evergarden creator Kana Akatsuki. So I am excited. The romance is gonna be good. I'm pretty sure the premise could be really good and very emotional. The first story was also very good. I really enjoyed it. But again, they kind of threw you in. And they're gonna reveal it later, I guess, what happened 10 years ago. But I just felt like it was very spotty. I don't know. I was just kind of lost. Like, the only character that I felt relatively, like, close to is a one first side character in the little village. And that was it. I don't even know anything about the main character and her bodyguard to, like, care enough at this point. Where it's like, okay, you're cute. But, like, what happened? You know? I don't know. I can't be emotional with you if I don't understand why you're emotional. Let's see, I'm on mobile. I can't see a gosh darn thing. Oh no. Not as good as Violet Evergarden. I don't know. I saw the novel at Barnes and Nobles, and the premise sounded good. I didn't pick it up though, nor did I read it. I was aware of it. I was aware it existed. Let's see, I like when authors don't treat their audience like idiots. Show, don't tell. Yeah. But like, no, I'm not saying the first episode was more so like you need to have a bigger brain for it. It just felt like a lot was kind of pushed on you for a second there, and you're just kind of not really sure. Like, you're aware something happened 10 years ago. It had a significant impact on the main character and the bodyguard, and impact on the other side characters, as well as, like, who's that guy? The winter guy, you know. And I would like more context for me to be more sympathetic in the scenes that were in the first episode, because the only part I felt like really emotionally attached was the person they met in the village. That was it. I didn't really feel a whole lot for the main character and the bodyguard that much, just because I really don't know what they went through. I can tell it's something significant and something bad happened, but I don't know what it is. So maybe it'll give me more context in season 2, but I just felt really off-kiltered throughout episode 1 and didn't really feel like I had my foot down anywhere. But I mean, I guess we'll see. No, I have high hopes for this one. I read the synopsis, read a few pages. It looked good. It sounded good. So I have high hopes. The animation's nice. It's really pretty. I like the music. It's nice. I wish I could sim-size you, but you're being bigger than not that big, but like definitely something happened. It's not giving me much context. All right, so winter was once the only season in the world, but such an existence was too lonely to bear, so it created spring to love. Before long, the earth wished for more time to rest in the cycle, and summer and autumn were born. The ones who carry the cycle are called the agents of the 4 seasons. Hinagiku and the agent of spring disappeared from this land 10 years ago, taking the season of spring with her. Now, after incredible hardship, she has returned to restore the cycle to its proper state. And as in the myth passed down since the dawn of time, she sends her love to winter. I'll put it on the list. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I do recommend it just because it is the author Violet Evergarden, so she's usually very good at building up very emotional stories. You know what, maybe I will have, like, maybe they'll give me more context in the next episode, so who knows. That kind of sounds like Violet Evergarden, actually. You're kind of just thrust into the world and you get a glimpse of her past in later episodes, unless they don't even go into that. Ugh. I don't want to spoil episode 1. I feel like for Violet Evergarden, though, that one was kind of, that one wasn't really fantasy. This one's a fantasy world. So I felt like I needed some context as to, like, I don't know, at least Violet Evergarden, I think it starts off with like, hey, she's in the hospital. There was a war. She lost her arms. It's like, okay. All right, I get the war context. You know, that was more like a modern setting in a sense that's like, okay, there's a war, you know, she's probably part of the military. You can get some context clues for that. With the Agents of the 4 Seasons, this is fantasy, okay? Like, this is, you know, these are actual people that have magical powers to bring the seasons and some mythology and lore mixed in. And I was like, okay. I don't know anything about the agents. I don't know how they function. I don't know about the company. I don't know what happened that led to the situation she was in. At least for Violet Evergarden, you know some context with war. You're like, all right. Losing side, winning side. Literacy. Explosive. You know, that, you know, okay, so the premise needs some explanation, but Violet Pro is more ground. Yeah, Violet Evergarden was like, you know, a war happened. She was injured. She's in the hospital. She lost her arms for some reason. Yeah, you're assuming from the war, you know. Agents of the 4 Seasons, they didn't, like, give you enough context overall for how the agency and the agents function enough in episode 1, where I didn't really get it. or to like get the idea of how significant the event was, you know? Because it's like, okay, this was a really big deal. And I don't know if these people are immortal or not, too. Because this was 10 years ago, and she looked exactly the same as the 10-year flashback to present day. So I don't know if they age. I don't know, like, any of the relationships. I don't know why she was, you know, it didn't make any sense. I didn't get it. I didn't have any prior context for me to base it off of. At least for Violet Evergarden, you know, if you watched enough movies, you read enough books, you paid attention in class, you kind of got an idea of, you know, what the war involves, what hardships, what things people go through, what it does to the populace, the soldiers, the overall country. You know, you have some idea of what to expect. You know, it was kind of that. All right, but I do recommend it. It is very good. The animation looked really pretty. I've seen these two on the covers of several volumes, and they look really stinking cute. And I was like, all right. I think I was kind of like looking at, I think My Happy Marriage was publishing, and somebody had put this on the table, because at the Barnes & Nobles, you can kind of decide what to put on the tables, and sometimes you could decide what can go on sale. So I think this was on the table with My Happy Marriage, because it had like the spring blossom tree, and it was really pretty. Maybe it's last season. Maybe the first season was Dance of Summer. No. This is the first season. Yes, this is the first part. But yeah, that's all it was. All right, next one. All right, Petals of Reincarnation. There exists an object known as the branch of... Oh, so this one's gonna be 3... Well, this one... I don't know if this counts because I already started watching it. I'm gonna continue watching it. All right, so reincarnation... There exists an object known as the branch of reincarnation that can grant people of talents of the past lives so long as they slit their own throat with it. What? I don't think I read that correctly. Okay, exists an object known as the branch of reincarnation, okay, that can grant people the talents of the past lives. Okay, so long as they slit their own throat with it. Okay. Toya Senji is a teenage boy struggling with low self-esteem after growing up in the shadow of his gifted older brother. He comes to the decision that academic studies are his last resort in the search for talent, but fails to find satisfaction despite constantly placing in the top 100 for national mock exams. In a twist of fate, Toya encounters one of his classmates, Haito Luo Buffet? Buffet? I'm reading Buffet. I'm sorry. A returner who has resurrected the talents of her past life using the branch of reincarnation as she fights against a serial killer. Okay. I'm sorry. You said what? Buffet? Buffets? Slit their own throats? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, we're gonna put Hanya on. Let's see what this is about. Oh, this went like full screen. I'm gonna make Hanya just a little bigger. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see that? Not really. Okay. What's like a good opacity for this? I think that's okay. I want brisket too, dude. Same. Sounds like someone wants brisket. God, I haven't had brisket in like a while. Oh god, I need it. I need it. I have been having chicken and tuna. Okay, the animation. Oh, the animation looks interesting. Bump a bump a dum bump a bump. Do you have to slit your own throat every single time? That's alarming. That sounds so scary. This is such a poppy song. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Whoa 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 whoa. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Bum bum dun da 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 da. Do 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 do. Bum ba da 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 da. He's really excited. He's so excited. Ba do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Da, da, da. Oh, is that Honey? That's one of my baby darlings. I don't know which one. Do, do. Ba, ba, da, do, do. Ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, just cause like I'm a little on the fence. But who was that? It's Sweetie Pie. No, Honey, why? No, I can't, cause I'm gonna say, oh yeah, my favorite voice actor voices Hitler. Jesus. Oh God, why they had to do that? Oh, Honey, no. I just can't now. I just can't watch it now. Oh God, it's getting hot. I need my fan. Honey, no! John Newman? Who is it? Newton? Einstein. Okay, see, why did they get Newton and Einstein? He got fucking Nostradamus, but my baby gets Hitler. Oh my God! Who do you voice? Adolf Hitler? What? Jesus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everything's falling. Not falling. That's balanced right now. Bust out my fan because it's just really hot. I'm sweating. I knew Venti was sus. Oh my God. Heck. Has this been plugged in the whole time? Shit. Oh, good. That's okay. That was only yesterday though, so. Alright, I'm trying to like grab the wire. Here we are. Okay. Have the Does it have to charge? Oh crap. Well, whatever. They said that for Tanya the Evil back in the days, that she was Hitler. Yeah, I mean, at least her name was Tanya the Evil, though. She didn't have the name Hitler. It was just kind of implied. But this is like, that's straight up the person. I didn't realize Venti's War was like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I still have the picture. I'm sorry. No wonder he drinks. Oh my God. I got so excited. I was like, Honey! And I was like, no! Ears and outs, so skulls is pastels. You see me like, what the Who's your favorite character in the anime? Hitler? What? Oh God. I can't watch this now because if somebody asks me who I like, I just can't tell. Oh my God. Okay. I really don't know if I'm gonna watch this. It seems interesting enough. I just don't know if it like hooks me, you know. Alright, so Mission Yozakura Family Season 2. I haven't finished Season 1, I think. I just need like, let me see. I have it. It's like at the bottom. The hell is this? Oh. Alright, completed. No. Roll down. I had ooh. I thought I only needed 10. Did not need 10. I still need 13 episodes left. Shit. Oh well. That's okay. But yeah, Season 2's coming out. Can I turn this on now? My God. Okay. You guys are just gonna have hear a fan noise because it's too hot right now. It's too hot. I'm sweating bullets. Okay. Alright. Gals can be kind to otaku. What? Meet Takuya Seo, an otaku sits behind the popular gals in class. Ichichi, and Amane. Since they're people from different castes, you wouldn't expect them to have much in common. But when their worlds collide over a borrowed eraser, Takia slips up about his favorite anime, and Amane is rather quick to correct him. She said she's not a fan, but her familiarity with the series suggests otherwise. Could she be a fellow geek? Alright, let me see this. Let me see this. Come here, Hanya. Come here, baby. Bum, 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 bum. I like her. She looks really pretty. They're both really pretty. Oh, they're cute. Yeah. Oh. Wait, what did his shirt say? What did his shirt say? His shirt said something. They're calling him Otaku-kun in like different varying tones. It's cute, but like, it just feels like a wet dream come true. Though if I were him, I wouldn't be complaining, okay? If I can hang out with two pretty girls that also like anime, like, great, cool. Why do you think my favorite girly pop from Bunny Garden was Rina? Was that her name? Shit, what was her name? I bought her figure and everything. I have her Nendo in her pop-up parade. When I clean up my desk, I was gonna put it out. Oh my god, what's my babe's name? I forgot her name. Rin! Yes, Rin. I'm a fake fan. Fake fan. I love you, Rin! But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be down for this just because I really hate romances between like two not rivals, but like you have two options of who the main character can end up with, and if they don't end up with the character you like, you just feel really bitter. Or that's just me. I feel really bitter. Okay, like this is why I'm either happy they end up with the person I wanted to end up with, or I'm happy that they don't end up with anybody. Okay, like that's the only way I win. Rooster Fight already started. I've seen this manga before. I don't know what it is though. That's actually a character archetype that I learned recently exists. Otaku Yasashi Gyaru. What does that mean? Just in case the stream is bought, as a side note, I think YouTube might not like that particular name. Couldn't even send a chat with the name and characters. What? That is weird. Oh! Oh, you mean the name? Oh, yeah, they probably have it as like a moderator thing. Or gals who are nice to otakus. That's a interesting genre that if you like that, go for it. They have a really cute anime here. And the art style looks really pretty too. She's my favorite. Alright, so Rooster Fighter. I believe it's 3D. Kind of like Beastars. So it's a neighborhood. We're talking about chickens here, people. We're talking about chickens. The neighborhood cock of the walk is more than just an ordinary rooster. He's humanity's greatest defender. His opponent may be 10 stories tall, but nothing is bigger than his stout heart and his fearsome battle cry, cock-a-doodle-doo. It looks like he has a little bazooka, but whatevs. Alright. Next one. Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. Kanan is a demon who descends upon the human world with one goal, to feast on the sweetest delicacy of all, young human souls. Disguised as a high schooler, she sets her sights on her first target, an unassuming boy named Yoji Kyogi, but just as she prepares to claim her meal, things take a very unexpected turn. Instead of devouring him, Kanan ends up forming a romantic contract with Yoji. For someone who's lived for a millennia without experiencing love, navigating high school romance proves more terrifying than any hunt. Between awkward dates, hand-holding mishaps, and feelings she can't quite name, the once proud demon finds herself flustered at every turn. A supernatural rom-com about a love-struck demon and the boy who's supposed to be her prey. Sweet, chaotic, and full of first. Funny enough, I don't see the guy anywhere on the cover. I just see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enormously large breasts, and just for equality's sake, 1 flat chest girl. You already know. There's so much boobs if you don't even see the guy on the cover, okay? Like, that's already a red flag for me. Oh, that's a big guy. Yes! Oh my god. Okay, a draw. Oh shit, this one's getting a season 2? Nice. Alright, so this one was a drawing meme for years. I didn't even know it was a manga till I went into, like, that one comic book store with the guy who was, like, very sassy and snooty towards me. Didn't even buy anything. I didn't like his attitude. But I did see this. I didn't know it was real till I saw that. Just for equality's sake, yeah. So you're like in a pile of boobs of double D's, you gotta always have like that one A or negative A cup. You always gotta like add it in there. Alright. Oh, let's see. Okay, so we have Go For It Nakamura. Okuto Nakamura is a timid, gloomy-looking student who cherishes only 2 things in this world. His pet octopus and his kind-hearted classmate, Aiki Hirose. Ever since the school entrance ceremony, Nakamura has admired his jovial classmate, albeit from a distance due to his poor social skills. After mustering up all the courage within him, he finally decides to talk to Hirose. During the first attempt to make contact, an instinctive mistake turns the idea of friendship into a distant dream, as he creates a hilarious impression on his crush. At school, the students are expected to cooperate on numerous activities together, meaning Nakamura gets to spend extra time with Hirose. Given these opportunities, can he successfully redeem himself and accomplish his goal of becoming good friends with Hirose? Flat is justice. There you go. There you go. I will admit, okay, so anyone on memberships, please ask me for the full story, but I do distinctly remember after like a homecoming dance and we all just wanted to go like run around the backyard, but I still had on my dress and she had to borrow something from somebody and we were not the same size. Ahem. All right, Go For It Nakamura. Let me see, because I forget if it's old or if it's new. Okay, so it's not that old. It started serializing in 2014. I think I got confused because the art style kind of looked older, but it is rather recent. So it did come out in 2014. All right, let's see the trailer because I don't think I saw the trailer. I just been seeing this picture because like literally this picture, and it has like all the hearts of Hirose. Like that's just a trending art picture that everyone uses. Oh, she's needy girl overdose getting anime. Yes, yes it is. I haven't watched or played or watched gameplay, so I have no idea what it's about. Same. Antonia just uses anime to stroke her own ego. What? Gateway 504 gateway timeout. Why? All right, let's check. Wi-Fi. 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 Oh my god, that's alarming. Is my Wi-Fi just like not working? Or when you got the milkshakes, girl? Milkshake, milkshake. You just averaged up. What? No! No! I was just sharing a story. Is this broken? Is the link broken? Or are they all broken? Did you even know there were other characters? I mean, I knew about her and her, but I didn't know about these characters. Who are these people? Multi-ending adventure. No, no! I did not say that. I just said, you know, I'm like, it just, I think I ended up just wearing a tank top. It was all girls there, so it didn't really matter, but I think I just wore like a tank top and a t-shirt I borrowed, because it, yeah. Okay, nothing's loading. Oh. Okay, do these load? Did the Wi-Fi die? My Wi-Fi died. I had to look up my anime list. What? My anime list. Is my Wi-Fi dying? Is that what's happening? What? That's ridiculous. Is it my Wi-Fi or is the website down? Wait, you're a girl? Antonia No! Oh my god. Is it my Wi-Fi or is the website down? I mean, the stream's still live. That's true. I mean, my phone's loading. What? 504 gateway timeout. Ow. You want to search? I did not talk shit about my baby. I can't say my favorite character in the anime is his character because it's just not gonna work out. Oh yeah, Mal's not loading on my side either. Whoa, shit! Are you saying we can't continue the what timing? Oh my, you guys can't see it, but it says like 404 gateway timeout. Oh, it loaded! Okay, we're just gonna have to skip the video for that one. We're gonna skip the videos on some of these. I don't think we need the video. It's okay. We're fine. Let's just continue while it's still up. Alright. Okay, sounds cute. Alright, we have Needy Girl Overdose, which is based off of a game. Needy Girl Overdose is a multi-ending adventure depicting daily life and oh my gosh, kawaii Angel-chan, a young girl with a rather extreme need for approval, attempting to be the #1 internet angel streamer. Gradually build up OMG kawaii Angel-chan's numbers of followers as she spends her days streaming, using various stress relievers and generally being kind of messed up. Experience all the different crazy ups and downs and find out for yourself whether the story is even capable of having a happy ending. So, oh, it's visual novel. I'm sorry. Well, it's a game, visual novel game. There is Annie chart. Oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, huh? So I don't know if I'm gonna watch Needy Girl Overdose just because I do still kind of want to play in the future, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not super excited for it. I guess if I already played the game, I'd be excited for it. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't played it. So, all right. The most heretical last boss queen from villainess to I don't know what that says. Oh, but this one was good. I kind of liked it. I forgot who she ends up with though. She looks a lot older this one, so it looks like they did do a time skip. But it's just another villainous anime. That's season 2 though, so I'm for sure gonna be watching this one. I do like villainous anime. I know it's like the same tropes over and over, but that's just a genre I personally like watching, so I'll for sure be watching this one too, just because I've heard good things about it. And the art meme, just like, I kind of have to know where this art meme's from. I feel like once we get more screenshots, people are gonna make like more art memes. The tile's different. This one? No, it is this one. Oh, you think they might have added a spin-off or something? Because I don't recognize these two characters, like, at all. Alright, next one. This one's an ecchi. If the booba groping is anything to go by. When the new term starts, second-year student Abikura discovers that his homeroom teacher is none other than Hiyori Iwamura, infamously known as the scary, scary sensei. One who rumored to curse anyone who crosses her. But one day, Abikura accidentally witnesses a complete unexpected side of his fearsome teacher after school. The striking contrast between her fearsome image and her hidden personality is utterly irresistible. Brace yourself for gap moe overload in this tender romantic comedy that's sure to ignite your protective instincts. Is that the teacher? Does he just see her getting groped by her students? What the fuck? Okay. It's ecchi say less, I'm in. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, the tiles are slightly different from the game. Needy girl overdose versus needy streamer overdose. Oh. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. I don't, maybe they just changed it a little bit. It's probably the same thing, but eh. Alright, next one. Ramparts of Ice. Sports one. Inept at dealing with people, Koyuki Hikawa maintains a wall between herself and others. She spends her time in a high school away from others, all alone. At least until she encounters Minato Amamiya, who keeps closing the distance between them for some reason. The aloof Koyuki, the popular Miki, and the boundaryless Minato, and the easygoing and kind basketball team member Yota. This is a story of these somewhat complicated four and their tantalizing, bumbling youth. Like, can I not click on any? Devastating. Oh, they look like Meta Knight. Can I really not click on any of these? I want to click on them, but I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try it. Never mind, it's still not loading. It's okay. Okay, we're just not gonna have video. You guys are just gonna have to use your judgment. I'm probably not gonna watch this one. For sure not gonna watch this one. Let's see. Rakugo, a oh my god, we're getting another Rakugo anime! Yay! Oh, and it has female characters! Yay! In the last Rakugo anime, so it was Showa Genroku Rakugo. It was a big deal near the end of the final season that women couldn't really do Rakugo. It wasn't widely accepted, and eventually more women, I guess, were being able to do Rakugo. But yeah, it was just, that wasn't a prominent thing. It was supposed to be like somewhat historically accurate. And so I am really excited. I'm glad our main MC is this really pretty girl. It looks like we have a gentleman on the left and a white-haired girl on the right, I think. So I am excited. At one point, I did want to try and do Rakugo, but I could not find any scripts online. So I was like haphazardly just gonna like transcript the scripts from Showa Genroku Rakugo and just try it for myself. Just because it's very interesting. You're basically telling a long story. It could be a horror story, a joking story. You're telling a story. You're basically a storyteller. That's all you are. You're a storyteller, and you're sitting on the stage, and you have your fan with you, and you can do different voices, and you can move around a little bit, and you're basically trying to portray the story as a one-man show, essentially. Wait, what do you mean you're not watching the ecchi teacher? Oh my god. You hear the eye roll? I think, can you hear my eyeballs grinding in my sockets? I'm just kidding. Alright. Rakugo, a traditional form of storytelling, takes years for any apprentice to master and ascend to the top rank of Shinuchi. Ever since she can remember, Akane Osaki has been mesmerized by her father, Toru's Rakugo performances. Peeking in behind a sliding door, she would spend hours watching and mimicking his work. For Toru, the only thing separating him from that coveted rank is a promotion test in front of an audience and a senior Rakugo master, Isho Arakawa. Despite his passionate performance, Toru finds himself expelled from the Rakugo school following the exam. This makes him give up on Rakugo entirely and settle for a regular job, breaking his daughter's heart. Filled with grief and anger, Akane now seeks vengeance on the man who refuses to see the genius behind her father's Rakugo style. She begs Toru's former Rakugo master, Shiguma Arakawa, to take her under his wing, but Shiguma feels unworthy of taking on another pupil after what happened to her father 6 years prior. In order to see if she has what it takes to enter the Rakugo world, Shiguma urges Akane to test her resolve by performing in front of an audience. I am super excited. I love Showa Genroku Rakugo. That one was one of my favorite anime. It was very, very good. That's kind of how I discovered Ishida Akira and how I fell in love with him as a voice actor. I was like, oh my god, you're amazing! And I just loved him ever since. He was one of the two main characters in the show. And he was like the main character for the flashback stuff. But yeah, you get my point. Is the storyteller usually animated or like acting out the stories? Yes, yeah, they're usually acting out as a one-man show. You know, moving around, hand gestures, making faces, doing different voices. Yes, we do watch other big booba VTubers. Mine are gonna jiggle really like super. It's gonna be like super 3D on the screen. Okay. Oh my goodness. I will get a quote from the person that does those 2D rigs after I get my model and kind of hash out the price and write down everything and be like, can you quote me for this? So that's your origin love story for Ishida. Yes! Yes, Shogun Roku Rakugo was my origin story for loving Ishida Akira. I loved his role in that anime. It was so fucking good. So good. But yeah, that's how I fell in love with Rakugo. So I am super excited. This one's gonna be like 10,000 stars. I'm gonna watch it for sure. Ooh, I'm excited. Super duper excited. Alright, so Mao. The thing with Rakugo that was really prominent in the Shogun Rakugo one was that you kind of want to pick stories that match you. So for Ishida Akira's character, his character always picked stories that had female characters in it because he was just so very alluring and he can do like very good feminine voices. I think that's what happened too, is that he was in acting and he was one of the actors that usually play the female roles, so he was training as a kid to be that, but then he had hurt his leg and he couldn't dance anymore, so they had him try something else, which was Rakugo, and he ended up being very good at it. And then his the guy he was an apprentice with, there's two, it was him and another gentleman that, well, and him and another kid, they were apprentices to the same guy, and he did a lot of funny stories, like very rambunctious, loud stories. He didn't really do any horror or anything. He mainly did a lot of comedy. And so the thing with Rakugo and with most storytelling, you kind of pick stories that you yourself can kind of match with it, and it's just kind of jarring if you pick stuff that's usually not what you normally tell, which, you know, isn't the case for most things. Like, you're allowed to pick and do whatever stories you want, but in the case of what I recall from that show was that you kind of pick styles that matched you, you know. So I am kind of curious what work she's gonna pick, and I am kind of curious what works female characters might pick, like which stories and scripts they will pick for their Rakugo shows. Anyways, meow, like a cat, meow. Nanako passes through a portal into the Taisho area, where Exorcist Mao reluctantly rescues her from the jaws of a grotesque yokai. Inuyasha? When Nanako gets back to the present, she discovers she has some new incredible abilities. She returns to the past looking for answers, only to get caught up in Mao's investigation of a series of gruesome murders. Isn't this just Inuyasha? As her questions about herself multiply, Nanako learns that Mao is cursed by a cat demon named Byoki, and so is his... Again, is this just Inuyasha? If anyone but Mao attempts to wield it, they are doomed. When Mao's life is in jeopardy, Nanaka picks up his blade and swings. Again, I'm sorry. I just, like, I'm reading it and I was like, this sounds exactly like Inuyasha. Is this by... Oh, okay, it is. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, this is her. This is her. Okay, don't be alarmed. It's by the same author. Girl, you just really wanted to go back with that plot line. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it is by the same authors, Inuyasha and Ranma 1/2. Man, I don't know. After the disaster that Inuyasha sequel was, I don't even think I don't even want to know. Like, I just I haven't okay, well, if you watch Mao, you basically watch Inuyasha. Oh my god. Okay, so for those that haven't watched Inuyasha, the plot is there's this girl named Kogame, and her family owns a shrine, and there's this well. She's getting something from the well, because it was sealed with talisman. She dropped a ball or something, so she's checking the well and she falls in. She ends up in, I think, the Taisho era, and she sees some guy with white hair and like fox dog ears, and he's nailed to a tree. So she takes out, well, it's not nailed, there's an arrow, so she takes out the arrow and the shard or whatever, or the arrow, whatever. She takes out the arrow, and you found out he's half yokai, half human, and he has the sword Tetsaiga, a special magical sword that only wields when he's trying to protect a human. And Kogame can go back and forth between the present day and the Taisho era, and she has special abilities now because apparently her ancestor was Kikyo, which was the special shrine maiden in this village who had sealed away Inuyasha. And so Kogame has special like exorcist powers and stuff, and they're collecting the shards because he has like the soul shard, whatever, and they're collecting the shards from all the different monsters and yokai and the grotesque and whatnot. And yeah, like this is pretty much just Inuyasha. Like, I can't blame her though. Like, if you like a plot that much, hey, if it worked the first time, it's gonna work again. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same author. It's the exact same author. Oh, I don't know. I hated the sequel. It was like, I wish it didn't exist. I think Inuyasha should have just ended where it ended, and they should not have had a sequel. It was annoying as shit. I forced myself to finish season 1. I forced myself. It was the worst thing I had to do. I had to force myself. It's very rare that I force myself to finish something, but I was so close to done. I think I was hate watching it at that point, but I just wanted the misery to end. It's not even a guilty pleasure anime. I just genuinely hate it. All right, an observation log of my fiance who calls herself. Is it? It's loading again. Calls herself a villainess. Thank God it's loading. Okay, so we're good. Alright, for a natural genius like the Crown Prince Cecile Glow Alpha Star, don't you just love fantasy setting names? Every day is a bore. Knowledge and skills come far too easily for him to a point that nothing can captivate his interest. However, this changes the day he meets someone who never fails to betray his expectations. His fiancée and self-proclaimed villainess, Berthia Evil Noches. Is that her middle name? Is that genuinely her middle name? Berthia claims that this world is an ultimate game. That makes sense. She has been reborn as a villainess, and it is her duty to impede. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Naming a character for games. I know some people get bothered by the naming systems they use in a lot of Japanese games where they kind of name the characters like something very on the nose, which is common, you know. If you already know the game has done this prior, do not be surprised if they continue with that naming system. Like, I was playing my Twist of Wonderland game, and they recently released 2 new characters for the opposing school, which is Riel Cordelia. And he is a prince, which is supposed to be in reference to the Little Mermaid. So his name is Riel, like Ariel, but he's Riel Coralia, which is the last name of the royal family. And okay, I get it. And then the other gentleman was supposed to be based off of Jasmine. So his name is Mina Jael Teal Raja. Teal as in the color teal, and then Raja as in the tiger. And then Mina Jael, I don't know where they got that name. But apparently some people got really mad about his name, and it had no meaning. And I was like, I mean, a lot of the characters have really funky names. Like, one is literally Trey Clover, in reference to a clover, and the other guy's like Cater Diamond, reference to the diamond. And then you have like Riddle Roseheart, which is just Riddle and a rose heart because he's roses and the heart, like the Queen of Hearts. And then you have a guy named Apple that literally they named him Apple because it sounded like apple because he lives in an apple village. So I mean, I don't. And then Leona, it's like, what's a good lion name? Leona. Okay, that's great. You know, is last name King Scholar. A King Scholar. You know, it didn't make any sense. And then Azul was like just blue in Spanish. So I don't know. Some people were kind of upset about Mina Jael's name, but it was already kind of stated she just kind of picked names just because they sound like something or because it's what it is, like straight up. So, you know. Anyways, it's not even a guilty pleasure. I just left feeling guilty. Oh my god. Said everyone who watched Boruto. I hear money is being pretended. Or like Yusha-sama or Hiro-sama. Oh, like how that one bus driver from Ghost Recon is just called bus driver? Yes! Yes, like in a lot of games, they'll just like name characters to like kind of match the like appearance or like their main motif. They don't like most of the time they might not give them like a meaningful name that actually means something. That's just for games though, from what I've seen. It might be a different story if it's a novel thing, unless it's like Goblin Slayer where it's like priestess, elf, dragon, goblin slayer. Like they don't have names. They have no names, and I didn't realize that till like I was already well into the recent season. I'm like, huh, nobody has a name, huh? Like at all. Nobody has like a given name. They're just what they are. Just drive the bus driver. Exactly. Alright, Berthia claims that the world is an ultimate game. She has been reborn as a villainess. It is her duty to impede the relationship between Cecile and the heroine. Never one to shy away from fate, she zealously takes her evil role to mixed results. Though she doesn't realize it, Berthia's supposedly evil deeds always come off as sincere and kind. Finally relieved of his melancholy, there is never a boring day for Cecile as he observes his unknowingly good-hearted fiancé. I'm always a sucker for these plots. I love these. I remember watching Rosario Vampire, and the three strongest monsters was a vampire, the dean of the school, and the goddamn I feel so bad because the only thing I remember from Rosario Vampire is what happened to the ice chick with the gym, with like the gym coach, and what happens to her later. Like that's all I remember from Rosario Vampire, and like, and the vampire has a split personality. That is it. That is literally all I remember. I just remember the fucked up shit that happened to my favorite ice girl and the vampire chick with pink hair and white hair. That's all I remember. I remember nothing else to remember. I watched the entire season 1. I read a little bit of the manga, and that's it. Wait, Tony, if you did Rakugo, would they be stories of girl failures and drinking gasoline? Yes. They would be comedies. I think I would be okay with doing Rakugo comedies. Like, I think I would enjoy that a lot. I'm not very good at being the calm, cool, elegant, pretty lady. I wish I was, but it's too bad. You guys have me, so. Alright, cool. Alright. Oh, Berthia! Is that an actual animal on her neck? Gahoo! She's really cute. I like her. I think she likes animals. I'm hoping that fox wasn't dead on her neck. I think that was real. Her big eyes are so cute. Oh! I like how she actually has a villainess hairstyle. Ooh. My baby! Hmm. There's a little fox! The animation looks really pretty. I'm always down for this kind of genre, so I'm probably gonna watch this. Aww. Oh, we're gonna have an evil heroine. She sound kind of crazy. She basically said, I'm the heroine! Dude, look at that expression! She's yelling at her! The heroine is full on yelling at her! Okay, so she's gonna be an evil heroine, either a reincarnator, or the heroine's actually mean. I don't know. Ooh. Hair's down in that shot. It's longer. Can't tell. This looks so cute. Aww. This is so cute, and the animation looks really good. The animation hasn't been good for these kinds of genres like in a while. It is baby. Oh my dear. I'm always amazed how many roles he takes per season. He takes so many different roles, but he's such a cutie. Such a cute little cutie baby darling. All right. All right, let me guess. The heroine was also reincarnated? Maybe. Yeah, probably. It seems like it. She did call herself the heroine, so I'm pretty sure she was. Okay, what? Oh, Rosario Vampire, you're not missing much. It's just 300 chapters of harem shenanigans. I just ate 4 hot dogs and 2. What the fuck? That's a shit ton of. Like with bread and all, or just the dogs? Jesus, Goober, how's your heart? Yeah, unfortunately they've left with a vampire who's made of glass and has chronic pain. Damn. I don't care, I was ravenous. I have generational heartburn. Damn. Let me guess, the heroin was yeah. Little did I know that was a comment. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry, Fei Long. Yeah, it's just... I'm so glad you're getting to the genre, though. It is a very interesting genre, but sometimes some of those are hit or miss. This one looks like a good hit, though. We'll see. Reborn is a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeons. This is actually really good, and I didn't get to finish season 1. I only had like 2 episodes left, and I did want to watch season 2. Just because he's like the lovable vending machine, and he's adorable, and I love him. Alright. The strongest job apparently is not a hero or a sage. If you say archer, I don't believe you. But an appraiser, oh thank god. Anytime I need to do archery or shooting in a game, I'm really bad at it. Unless I have a scope. If I don't have a scope, I'm really bad at it. His bread and all. No, Reserve Ever was good. You take that back. The manga actually had character development. I would like to read the manga one day, like in full. Alright, let me watch the trailer before I read the summary. The appraisal anime kind of skill. Whoa! What the frick? What happened to that fox's head? Jesus! What the? Whoa. That's... Why are her glasses like that? I mean, the fox looks cute, or the cat. I think if like... I don't know, if I was deeper in the furry community, maybe I would commit just for the wolf guy, but... I don't know. Ikenya! Kiara, is that you? Oh, this looks a little too generic for me. I didn't recognize any of these. Nah. I'm okay, I'm probably not gonna watch that one. You can watch it though if you like. Alright, we have Ace of Diamond Act 2, Season 2. We have a Yuri anime! It's so rare we get these. Botan Kamina fully blossoms when drunk. Ooh. This is a story about a 20-year-old first-year college student, Botan Kamina, and her life in a dorm, where she meets her seniors and forms friendships through drinking sessions. The anime features many real-life alcoholic drinks, Japanese sake, whiskey, wine, and also describes music, movies, and other cultural elements that can be enjoyed with alcohol. Each drink and pastime is closely tied to the character's personality, and emotions create a special atmosphere. Is this like that one anime where you like fall asleep to the guys talking to you, but this is like for other girls? No! Oh my god, crash again. Damn it! Wait, so on your screen, are you also watching through the Hanya filter? Oh, no, I have this separate. No, I have this window popped up, so I'm like on a separate window. This is just... this is the Hanya filter's on OBS. Okay, so I can't click it. I think Mal is still down, kind of. Okay, so new game. Haibara-kun no Suyokute Seishun. New game. Had me on Yuri, lost me on mixing alcoholic drinks. I mean, I don't know. It looks like they talk to you. But like, I guess you're in an all-girls school? I don't know, it says girls love, but it kind of seems like they're talking to you, the viewer. So I feel like, I don't know why they had to do girls love. I guess like their main audience is for girls, but I don't see why guys can't watch this either too. I'm a little confused. Oh well. We all have I was trying to click it to see, but it didn't load, so I think your battery is crashing the site. What? You just said it wasn't working on your end! Alright, we all have embarrassing memories or deep regrets from high school, right? socially anxious college senior Natsuki Haibara sure does. When he thinks back on the time of his life, all he has are fleeting fantasies of happy adolescence that could have been. Imagine his bewilderment and surprise then when he inexplicably finds himself 7 years in the past, 1 month before his first year of high school. Can Haibara avoid his previous mistakes, make his way to the top of the school social pyramid, and end up with the girl of his dreams? Or will he be forced to relive 3 years of solitude as the most hated guy in school? He'll need all the help he can get in order to succeed, from a workout regimen to online how-to guides, a childhood friend, and plenty of sheer willpower. I'm okay. Oh, so it's you're watching Visual where you're the female MC and the first person? I think so. I was trying to click it to see. Not loading. Maybe it'll start working in a little bit. Alright, Classroom of the Black Cat and a Witch. The Royal Diana Academy is a prestigious school that accepts individuals with adept magical abilities. Upon graduation, these students find themselves at the top of their field or employed by the royal family. Spica Virgo dreams of studying at the academy, aiming to be a top-rate sorceress like her idol Claude Sirius. Claude is a world-renowned sorcerer who becomes this institution's youngest instructor, but mysteriously disappeared soon after. Lacking the experience and connections required for admission, Spica finds herself unable to make meaningful progress with her training. One day, however, she meets a talking black cat with magical abilities. Is it the guy? Probably the guy, huh? Hoping to change the situation for the better, she begs the animal to take her as his apprentice and teach her the magic she needs to attend the academy. The cat accepts a deal on one condition: she must find a way to reverse his feline curse. Despite the arduous challenges ahead of her, Spica is determined to prove herself as a student worthy of the cat's mentorship. So she probably could get together with the guy later. And I'm only saying this because I remember a manga, and I like this manga. I read it years ago. The heroes party went to defeat the Demon King, and when they came back, the king said, when you come back, I will give you a reward, whatever you want. So they came back. The sorcerer was cursed when they were fighting the Demon King and defeated him, and so he was cursed to be a rabbit, and he couldn't undo the curse for a while because he didn't have that much magic left at that point. Well, at the point of the curse. So years later, he's teaching magic at the academy, and the princess attends the academy, and she's so pure. She asked him, hey, I'm gonna get married soon, can I sleep with you? And he's like, what? He's like, I'm a rabbit. She's like, it's okay, I love you for who you are. And she confessed to him because she really did genuinely love him. He's like, okay, I guess you can come to my room later. And she's like, okay. And so the maid's helping her put on the invisibility cloak, and she goes to his room, and you found out he actually broke the curse like a while ago, but he didn't want people to bother him, so he'd pretend to be a rabbit still, even though he's no longer. So he was a guy when he opened the door, and she's like, oh my god, your curse got broken. And he's like, yeah, I broke it a while ago. And so long story short, he figured out there's a misunderstanding, and she thought like consummating your marriage just meant sleeping in the same bed, so they just slept together in the same bed. He's like, oh, you're so cute. And so later on, when she goes back to the maid's like, oh my god, how was it? Are you okay? Like, do you want me to get you like a warm bath or something? She's like, no, I slept good. She's like, really? After all that? She's like, after all what? And that's when the maid realized, oh wait, you don't get what sleeping together means. And so the maid gives her an actual book, and the prince is like, oh my god, that's crazy. Is that what? Oh, so she tells the rabbit guy later. She said, hey, so I found out what we did was wrong, and I still would like to sleep with you because I very much love you. He's like, okay. So they sleep together, and then she wakes up the next morning crying because she doesn't want to go marry the other neighboring prince, and she wants to stay with the guy she loves. And so he said, well, I didn't ask the king for the favor yet, so let me go ask him. So he goes to ask the king to take the princess in as his wife. And that's how it ends. It supposedly it's ongoing, but it hasn't continued for like 6 years. So, but yeah, she's probably gonna end up with the teacher guy. But if he's the youngest in the institute, they're already factoring in the age gap there, so it might not be as prominent. But yeah, she's probably gonna fuck the cat later. Not like the actual cat, but like the guy who is the cat. That's just kind of usually where those go. Anyways, he did score. He did score. But yeah. Any whoosies. Let's see. What is that? Oh, is it loading yet? Load. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Nigashira sakana wa okikata ga suriageta sakana ga ukisugita ken. Okay. Maria, the daughter of a duke, grew up believing she would one day inherit her father's dukedom. Accordingly, she focused her attentions on honing her martial arts prowess while the thoughts of marriage fell by the wayside. But the arrival of a baby brother in her family means she's losing her role as the heir. That's fucked up. Now that she's decided it's time to marry after all, she's arrived a little late to the game. Are there even any eligible bachelors? She's so happy-go-lucky about this, where instead of getting revenge on her baby brother, she's like, alright, I guess I'll get married now. But then she's like, damn, I'm kind of late to the party. I was just explaining how this usually ends up, okay? I was just letting you guys know now. Where did my chapstick go? I lost my chapstick. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. I was just kind of explaining how it goes. Alright. Upon going to study abroad in a neighboring country where she might still stand a chance of getting hitched, she's bewildered when the crown prince there discovers before all that his engagement to her is null and void. Wait, what engagement? She's like, I was fucking engaged. This poor girl. Apparently, he's mistaken her for the wrong girl, but once that's all cleared up and he catches sight of her knocking out a whole pack of bandits, it turns out that this prince may have a thing for ass-kicking young ladies after all. That's so cute! Oh my god. I love extremely strong female characters because it, like, throws off other people. They're like, you're absolutely insane. And she's like, wee! I'm probably gonna watch this one. April 2nd! When is that? Okay, that's either gonna be Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me see what came out today. Let me see if anything came out today. Because all the shows I was watching during lunch all kind of ended. I got cheats go from another world. I don't know. This is episode 1. Darn. Alright, well, nothing new came out today. We might get more stuff as the week goes by, but nothing today, right? Okay, moving on. Killed again, Mr. Detective. Takuya Otsuki is the son of a legendary detective working to follow his father's footsteps with his assistant Lilithia. However, something's different about this high school sleuth. Wherever he goes, he always manages to get himself entangled in cases as a murder victim. When Sakuya is tasked to infiltrate a luxury cruise ship, he finds himself killed once again, but every time he reopens his eyes, Lilithia is there by his side, ready to help him get to the bottom of the mystery. So did you just periodically die? God, I wish I watched the show. The trailers kind of helped me figure out if I was down for it or not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one. Alright, we have Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. Again, more Fist of the North Star if you've watched it prior. They got more stuff coming out. We have the klutzy class modern, the girl with the short skirt. Sakura Daimon takes his role as the school's public morals committee very seriously. Every day he dutifully checks students' appearances at the school gate, most often scolding Kohinara, a rule-breaking girl with the bright hair and short skirt. Though she finds his constant lecturing annoying, everything changes when she discovers that Sakura Daimon is actually a bit of a mess himself. A lighthearted short romantic comedy about a strict committee member, a bold classmate, and the chaotic school life that brings them together. Nah, I'm okay. Sounds cute, but nah, I'm okay. Alright, Marika's love meter malfunction. Oh, this one came out today. This one's also ecchi. Confessing to my childhood friend Marika was impossible for someone as unpopular as me. Why is this in first person? So I did what any desperate boy would do. I wished upon a shooting star. When I woke up, that dream had come true. I could see a love meter for people just like in a love simulation game. Once I realized this was real and not a dream, I went straight to see Marika. Her love meter was so low it had broken and practically fallen all the way to hell. Oh shit. If she hated me so much, why was she so nice? Is this how she really felt? Damn. Like you said, does she just periodically die? Gotta wish like you wanted to as well? No, no. No, I meant this guy that does he periodically die? Like, does he die in every single case and then they had to figure out who murdered him? Like, all the short skirt is part of her description, right? Like, that was the only prominent thing about her was her short skirt. Okay, this one's an ecchi, apparently. Okay, this one's Kill Blue. Juzo Ogami is a legendary hitman who has never failed an assignment no matter how impossible. One day, after wiping out a powerful organization, he is stung by a mysterious wasp and collapses. When he wakes up, the 39-year-old assassin has been transformed to a 13-year-old boy. Before he can even process what happened, his boss delivers a new order. In that body, infiltrate a middle school. What awaits him as an unexpected school life filled with colorful classmates, youthful chaos, and looming danger? Can Juzo ever return to his original form, or will the assassins closing in on him end his second life before it even begins? I'm okay. I'm good. Can I spoil something about the girl with the meter that is in the negatives? Yes, go ahead. Please do. Okay. Even a replica can fall in love. Oh, is this robots? One day when Sunao is sick or not feeling like going to school, she is called to take her place. She was born to this world when Sunao wished to have a substitute. No one knows that she exists, but she tries to do her best for Sunao whenever she is called. One day, she talks to Sanada, one of her classmates. They become friends, but soon he notices that she is different from the original Sunao. He was the first one who did. She tells him to talk with her only when she has her hair half up. Sanada does like she told him, and they enjoy their time together. As they become closer, she realizes she has special feelings towards Sanada, but she doesn't know what will happen to her if she, a replica, falls in love. I'm okay. She loves him so much that the meter literally broke and is oozing out. She's a yandere. Alright, well, if y'all want, like, sexy booby yandere ecchi, this is your anime. Yeah, if you only view the cast line for these anime, you might have changed your mind immediately. I know! I might have changed my mind, but I literally cannot view these. Man, this sucks. Does it work on my phone? Like, is my anime list gonna work? Let me see. If I can click it on my phone, that would be fine. But I don't think it's loading, like, at all. Okay, next one. Aaron, the Southpaw. The story follows Koichi Asakura, a designer for an ad agency who works hard but receives no recognition. After being dropped from a project, he visits a place from his past where he met Aaron Yamagishi. Aaron, meanwhile, is recognized as a genius left-handed graffiti artist in New York, while enduring the struggles that come from her own path in life. I don't know, it doesn't seem like something. Kusunoki's Garden of Gods. Deep in the countryside, Minato Kusunoki is left in charge of a terrifying house overflowing with evil spirits. Or at least it was, until his extraordinary ability cleared them all out. Instead, a procession of unique and peculiar gods is drawn to the comfort of the purified Kusunoki residents, and Minato spends his days relaxing in the company of his spiritual neighbors. What else lies in store for Minato as he lives peacefully surrounded by gods? Okay, this actually seems kind of cute. Alright, well, it's loading on my phone, albeit very slow. Maybe if I reset them. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try closing it and then opening it again. See if it loads. It could be maybe I just need to reload it. There's one I wanted to check the cast list for. Let me see. This one. Maybe it's just loading really, really. Alright, well, it's kind of loading on my phone. I'll let you guys know if I see any voice actors. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Is that? No, it's not. That's somebody else. Never. Oh yeah, that's somebody else. Okay, no, I got mixed up. Wait, you got Rumi Okubo as one of the girly pops. Wait, Natsuki Hana is one of the prince's brothers. That's so cute. Alright, well, this isn't loading, so we're just gonna keep going, I guess. I don't think even a replica has any voice actors I would like. Let me... Not really. Okay, cool. How about Kill Owl? Do they have anybody? I mean, they got some good guy character, like good voice actors for the guy character, but not my favorite. Oh, now you loaded. Okay, it's just taking forever. I don't have time for forever right now. Okay. They have a lot of older voice actors for the spirits? That's interesting. I haven't seen an older lineup in a while. They usually got a bunch of younger guys, but most of the spirits are voiced by older voice actors. Oh, my eye! You could just Google which anime or Ishiduki your voice in this season. Can I? Is that a thing? Will Google tell me? Or if you go to the VA's Mal page, you can see by recent. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. 100 Scenes of Awajima. I'll check it out later. Who knows? Okay, the omnibus adolescent drama is about a group of young girls who all attend a girls-only musical school, recounting the formative years they shared, at times shifting between different character viewpoints and time. Awajima Musical School Training Camp, dubbed the boarding house, is where young girls gather from all over Japan to perform on stage. Tabata Wakana aspires to be a musical star. Housemaster Takehara Kinue attends to carry on her best friend's wish. Beautiful Okabe Emi is a scholarship student who is always at the center of attention. Ibuki Katsurako, who became a teacher at the school, though originally from a family of actresses. The unique environment on the musical school is simultaneously a respite space for these aspiring girls and also a harsh battleground that pits young students against each other. It is a place where perseverance can lead to blossoming talents, but also a cruel reality at times. The clear depiction and psychological portrayal allow the subtle inner workings of each character to come through. I think I'm good. Alright, so let's see. The Food Diary of Miss Maid. What's a maid to do when she finds herself suddenly stuck in Japan for a year? Eat, of course. Follow maid in training Suzume Tachibana as she tries all sorts of Japanese food, from sweets like takoyaki and melon bread to a savory snack like taiyaki. Oh, sweet like taiyaki. Snacks like takoyaki and onigiri. Be warned though, while Suzume sates her appetite through delicious treats after delicious treat, she might just end up wetting yours. The actor-actress one. I think this might be the sleeper hit of the season. This one? The 100 Scenes of Awajima? That one? Actor-actress. Which one? Oh, is it down here? Yeah. Alright. Let's see. What is next? Okay. Mamono gurai no bokensha ore dake mamono wo kurate suyoki naru. Yeah, that one. Or the Awajima one. Oh, okay. The musical one. The music. Maybe. It's pretty low on the list, so maybe it might go up the list. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, no one wants grubby forager Rudd on their adventuring team. His nickname and his stench come from his constant treks in the nauseous labyrinth to gather medicinal herbs, a job he survives only thanks to his stas immunity skill. When he finally recruited as a party porter, things seem to be looking up until a deadly dungeon monster appears and his fake allies uses him as bait before abandoning him. Wounded and destitute and barely surviving the attack, Rudd breaks a forbidden taboo to stay alive, eating monsters. But the more he devours, the more powers he gains, kicking off a thrilling, adventurous gourmet. Oh, is it loading now? Jesus. Okay, I'm already really hesitant on the animation style. Okay, cool. Alright, got a dip. Have a good night. Alright, bye, Bubba. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. See y'all Thursday. Bye. Oh, it's like one of those PowerPoint anime. Yeah, it's just like a PowerPoint anime. Okay. I don't even think it counts. I call them PowerPoint animes because it's not really like animated. It's just like keyframing and tweening. Now I do streaming or go stream for a raid. Alright. I'll check it out later. Oh, thank you. Bye, bye. Okay, we have Nippon Sangoku, 3 nations of the Crimson Sun. In the near future, Japan has completely collapsed due to a mix of nuclear warfare, natural disaster, and widespread corruption that sparked a revolution. The country is now split into 3 warring superpowers. In the new era, the Three Kingdoms period sees diplomacy vanish, replaced by a harsh, relentless fight for power. Each territory is using its military strength and resources against the others in a desperate attempt for total control over the remnants of Japanese land. Aotero Misumi is a low-ranking official who has stayed in the background for most of his life. He does not come from a prestigious military background or aristocracy, but Misumi has a strong ambition to end the pointless bloodshed that afflicts the nation. He seeks to unify the fractured country, armed only with sharp insight and a persuasive voice that can rally the people. The legend of the man who will become a brilliant military strategist starts now. I'm not one for, like, or military anime, but if that's, like, your cup of tea, they have an interesting one right here. I'm calling it right now, sleeper anime of the season. Alright, I believe you. Oh yeah, the Awajima was worked on by Studio Madhouse, who did Death Note and Free Ren. So it might be good. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Snowball Earth. Yukio is destroyed in battle and Tetsuo survived in an escape pod. After 8 years in cold sleep, the escape pod finally lands back on Earth. But when Tetsuo emerges, he finds a world in ruins, entirely frozen beneath a blanket of ice and snow. Snowball Earth. What happened to humanity and how did the planet freeze over? And will Tetsuo be able to keep his last promise to Yukio? Nah, I'm okay. Tadaima ojamasare. Tadaima ojamasaremasu? So, this is what it means to have roommates now? Office worker Rinko, 24, lives alone and is secretly an otaku. One day, her apartment gets connected to 2 of the neighboring rooms through a hole in the wall. In the room on the left is a fresh-faced yet mysterious guy who is overly sweet to Rinako. The room on the right is occupied by a guy with violent tendencies who is similarly mysterious. But wait! I think I know him. Rinko's only source of solitude. Her apartment has been turned upside down. Now every day is full of heart-pounding surprises. Now I gotta see this. Oh, I forgot to take Hanya off the screen. Sorry! My bad. I keep forgetting to take it off. You guys need to remind me. What's with that face? Usada-san. Ooh, they got the hot guy voice actor. Oh shit. Be like, you have to pay for that now. Oh, he writes her favorite manga! He writes that manga! Oh, I think he's jealous. Oh. Okay, so they're both vying for- What the fuck? That's so stupid. You don't get any privacy whatsoever. I just got used to that. I just forgot. Oh my god. Why did it suddenly turn French? It suddenly went French. Okay. So he was in love with her first, and I think the blonde guy's starting to like her. This actually seems really cute and funny. Man, I don't know who I want her to end up with. I usually go for the glasses guy, but I don't know, the blonde's kind of cute too. I don't know. I need to see more clips to like figure out who I want her to end up with. Tanya! Yeah, she calls him Usuhara Sensei. So two manga authors. No. Okay, the guy with the black hair is just a regular office worker. The blonde guy is the manga author. Okay, who is it? Yeah, Kaito Ishikawa. Haruki Ishii, yeah. Yaki Kobayashi, yeah. Good. Hana Hanzawa, yeah. Okay, this has a pretty decent lineup. I'm gonna give this 1 star just because like I'm really not too hooked on it, but I might watch episode 1. I'm not too sure. Alright, we have another ecchi one. Meiko, okay, well it's Ichijoma Mangitsugurashi. Meiko, a country girl, enrolls in a prestigious all-girls school under the condition that she joins a volunteer program. But instead of typical school service, she finds herself living and working at a manga cafe. Surprisingly, life in a cramped booth isn't so bad, and with a staff full of cute high school girls, it might even be fun. Come enjoy the charm of manga cafe filled with high school girls. Kana Hanzawa no Hayo! This excitement for the female views. I'm sorry. If it's not Hayori Sayami, I don't get too excited. Kana Hanzawa. Yeah, I know she's a household. I know she's so cute. I know, but like, my girl Hayami Sayori and Rumi Ukibo, Romy Park, you know. Anyways. Okay, Megami Isekai Tensei nani ni naritai desu ka? Ora yusha no rokotsu de? The protagonist of the tale, simply referred to as I, experiences an endless cycle of reincarnation. The narrative takes place in a different universe where people are free to select their next form. However, the waiting list for popular roles like Demon King or Hero in the Cheat Skills and a Harem has reached 50,000 years due to a recent spike in applications. The protagonist decides to repeatedly reincarnate into increasingly stranger forms because he refuses to wait. These roles include the rib of a hero in charge of a harem, a hermit crab, a vegetable, and an explosive used to blow up blissfully happy What the frick is this? What is this? This like another like you died. This haircut looks like really puppy. Oh, he doesn't want to wait. They have to wait in like little like gachapon balls. He's a puppy. He's such a little puppy. I feel like I'm watching Pop Team Epiku all over again. This is exactly like Pop Team Epiku. What the fuck is this? Okay. He's a puppy. Look at him. We're just gonna stop it here. Atsushi Abe. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So those going. I don't know. Apparently he keeps get reincarnated into a bunch of weird things. I thought Kana Hanzawa voiced character in Genshin, but it seems like she does it. She does it? I thought she did. Well, seems like there's still some heavy hitters left out there, right? They'll get him. They'll get him. They'll get him. Eventually. Kujima, why sing when you can warble? In autumn of his first year of middle school, Arata Kodo meets Kujima, a strange creature that sort of looks like a bird. Looks like a penguin. Since Kujima is hungry and Arata brings him it home with him, but because of his older brother who failed his entrance exam, Kojima gets carried away by the situation and ends up freeloading at the Koda residence. He says it's just until he makes it through winter and the warmth of spring comes. But it's a penguin. So cute. Wait, like this penguin looks funky. What in the X he's got? I have no idea. I keep forgetting to take the filter off. I'm so sorry. Alright, here's another mushroom trip, y'all. That's a full person! What the fuck? And that was like a little penguin or something. Watashi Kojima! Okay, so penguin can cook. Russia! Oh, he's from Russia! Is it? Yeah, Russia! What the fuck? What is this? I'm just mimicking the sounds it's making. It just goes. That's all it does. I think the penguin said it's from Russia. What the fuck? It's usually the funky ones that are like at the end of the list. I don't know why. I thought it was like a penguin, but I was like, are those arms? Okay. Kirio Fan Club. Miyoshi Aimi and Nami Sometani are two high school girls who often find themselves talking about a boy in their class, Kirio. The lighthearted romantic comedy follows the daily lives of these two friends and rivals on a journey that, for now, seems to be heading everywhere but love. Drops of God. Shizuku Kanzaki is the only son of a world-renowned wine critic, Yutaka Kanzaki. From a young age, Shizuku had been subjected to strange education from his father, all for the sake of wine. From learning to gracefully decant a drink to intently remember the smell of leather belts, pencils, and training caused him to grow resentful of everything related to wine. Discontent with his father, he leaves home to become an average sales representative for a beer company, refusing to ever touch wine again. When his father suddenly passes away, Shizuku finds himself being dragged back into the world he hates so much. As part of his father's will, the one who will inherit his prized wine collection and estate will be the person who would correctly identify the 12 apostles of wine, as well as the legendary drops of God. In order to inherit the assets, Shizuku has 1 year to complete the task, but he finds the proposition ridiculous when he is only living relative of Yutaka. What Yutaka failed to tell his son before his death was that he had adopted Issei Tomin with the family a week prior to his passing. Issei is a famous veteran wine critic competing against Shizuku to claim the estate for himself. With no formal training in wine tasting, Shizuku stands no chance against the Prince of Wine, and is at risk of losing everything in his competition. Will he be able to correctly identify the elusive drops of God before he runs out of time? The lower ones on the list are just studios throwing them on the wall and hoping they stick. Oh, but any good ones? I'm late. Hi, Tekkerman. Welcome, welcome. Not really. We have Magical Sisters, Luluto, Lily. We have where this is Daikenja Riddle no Jikan Gyako. A young man named Riddle has lost all his friends and the entire world at the hands of a mysterious organization known as the Box of Malice. Having lost all hope to live, he dwelled in a pit of despair until he has one final revelation. What if he could just return to a time before everything ended? And so after 1,000 years, a deformed Riddle finally manages to reverse time. I'm going to stop them this time. Equipped with 1,000 years of knowledge and experiences young body, the great sage Riddle's journey to the past now unfolds. We got Rila Kuma, we got Ghost Concert Missing Songs. In the year 2045, singing has been forbidden. Music is no longer created or performed by humans. Instead, a music application called MuCS produces all songs on their behalf. One day, a girl named Seria Aiba hears a human singing voice while out with her friends, something that should no longer exist. Following the sound, she encounters a mysterious presence, a ghost. What appears before her is not an ordinary spirit, but a figure from beyond this world known as a great ghost. As Seria becomes drawn into encounters involving great ghosts, the psychic organization Terra, and a strange song known as Possession Requiem, she finds herself stepping into a hidden side of the world that has erased human music. This is a story of how Seria's life begins to change and the path that leads her towards becoming a ghost herself. That's squealing and not really. Oh, you missed the squealing early in the stream, but yeah, this season seems pretty quiet. Oh no, I was like full on like having like I was like spasming and screaming and like let me reenact it. Let me get some water. I'm gonna reenact it real quick. Yeah, guys, so in this new season oh my god! New season! that was me squealing. Yeah, it was for this one. It was for my beloved novel, A Sense of a Bookworm. Here's about the movie section though. Hoping to hear any news from Makoto Shinkai's next film. Let me I was just reenacting. Yeah, that was that's my favorite novel. I fucking love that novel. I'm so happy. Let's see. I kind of just want to skip because I'm not really interested in the rest of these, but I'm kind of curious about them. Oh god, it's 3D. Oh, okay, no, partially 3D. Okay. I totally mispronounced that. It's Mukes. I don't know why it's giving me Darlene in the Franxx vibes a little bit. We're fighting monsters now? Oh, right, because psychics. I forgot. This actually looks kind of cute. Music sounds really pretty. I haven't heard of it. It is really good. I recommend it. It looks like they leveled up a lot in regards to like the animation. So the animation looks like really good for this 4th season. It wasn't that great in the past seasons, but this time it looks really nice. What's the name of the show? It is give me a second. Missing Songs, I think? Whoa, what in the fate grand order is this? It is called a Ghost Concert Missing Songs. Okay. Hyaki Yakosho, Ritsu inherited his sixth sense from his grandfather, along with a demon guardian named Blue Storm. Strange things just seem to happen around these two, and it's left to them to get to the bottom of all these mysterious events. Each story is independent but features recurring characters you'll come to know and appreciate as they, each in their own way, try to deal with things not of this world. Okay. Komekami Girls. This story of 7 sister unit Komekami girls, children of the rice deity, born from the tradition in a single grain of rice 7 gods aside. When their mother, the deity of rice, or rice god queen, was called back in haste to the celestial realm and no longer able to return to the earthly realm, they search for her traces using Usa City as their base and teleport to Hachiman shrines throughout Kyushu Island. As they solve local problems, they learn about food, take part in food cook battles, and grow. Shoot, sorry! I keep forgetting the things on. Whatever. What is that? Is that their mom? Okay, so these are all the daughters of the rice grain goddess, and they're looking for her. I love the teddy bears in the back. They look adorable. This is giving me Dandelion Crown or Dandelion Crisis vibes. Are these bad guys? Who are the voice actors? You're just playing a song. Eki, Misa, Midori, Machi, Chika, Eriko, you. Alright, okay, well, whatever. Alright, what do we got for. Got Dandelion, Doro Hedoro Season 2, The Demon Hunter 3. We got, is it in. Oh, Puppy Shark! Baby! Walking the Way, Evernight, Action Monster, Big Movie. Doesn't look like again. Oh my god. Okay, so just oh sorry, real quick, just real quick. From my understanding, what I recall, these two are siblings, right? But they're in love with each other, or is she just in love with her brother? I want to get that cleared up now, because that was my impression the entire time. The third, I haven't even watched the other ones. I have not even seen the other movies. Damn it! I'll see it eventually. Wait, tell you the I know, I just took it off. Sorry. For the irregular magical high school Mononoke. Not that one. Like, they're siblings, right? She's just in love with him or something. Like, I that's why I never watched it, because like I started it and I was like, this is kind of weird. I just love Mononoke. Apparently, it's supposed to be a different medicine man. That's why it looks a little different. 10 about 10 reenactment. Nice. You want to continue it? Technoman's really good. Yeah, no, they fucking. Oh, okay. I just needed that clear. Oh no, it already had a movie, so they redid it like this year, and I haven't seen it. This is the third one. Where's the other one? Yeah, because this one came out. And then, yeah, this one came out this year. And then this one came out in 2024. I haven't seen any of them! Ugh. My special website better be releasing these sometime soon, or else I'm gonna be throwing a hissy fit. Alright, more. This is still going. This is still going. We got Love Live, Keroro, special episode. Oh, okay, cool. Volume 3. Oh, okay. I haven't. The animation was like really funky. I couldn't keep up with it for the life of me. I just reread the manga. Like I don't know if I can like continue the anime just because like the animation is a little funky, but I just reread the manga. A special adapting chapter 431, including the final volume of the manga. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. May. No, I was showing, but I think it's heavily implied in sexual romance. Literally, the first episode is Oni-sama every 5 seconds. Damn. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it. I was like, I think they're fucking. I was like, no, this is kind of funky. Alright, so. Okay, so that's what we got for the season. I think the only thing I'm for sure, like hands down watching is Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and A Sense of a Bookworm and Wisteria, which had Atelier, so that's already 4. The slime might be on and off for. I'm not too sure. It just depends. That's 5 because I'm gonna watch that one. It just depends. Like, either they're gonna have the female MC do like a vocal tone thing where hers sounds a little deeper. She's voiced by Hayami, so no, don't say that. Don't fucking say that. So it's either A, they're gonna have her do like a particular vocal tone, like a tone shift when she has to be the guy version of the character, or they just cut that out entirely, which I think is rather unfortunate. I don't think they will. They shouldn't, but I don't know. When does this come out? April 7th. When is that? That's next week. On Tuesday. I guess we'll have to wait. I wonder if... No, they won't put comments because it's not out yet and it's filler. Okay, so I'm watching Spring. And I think... Oh yeah, and then this one, Akane. And then this one was... Oh wait, this one I want to watch the trailer for! Okay, there we go. Boop. I have no idea why it shows so popular as it is. I remember it being unbearable to watch. Oh, I like her. I don't know, but and maybe the same reason Rent-A-Girlfriend is popular. I don't know, man. Glasses? He's so pretty. Her sister looks so tired. She's like, what? What is that? What did you say on me? No, that's not. I got me excited. I didn't see his name. Oh my god, wait! There's no way. That literally sounds like fucking Ishida Akira. Are you serious? He sounds like Ishida Akira. Give me a second, hold on. Dude, he literally sounds like a young Ishida Akira. Jesus, who are you? Oh my god! I take that back. No, baby. Oh my god, is that why he sounded familiar? I was like, why does he sound like the young Ishida? No, I was freaking out because it's Azul. It's Azul. Baby boy. Oh, Azul. Honestly, I want to share this with the world. Be like, hey, do you want to be romanced by a sexy prince? Well, what do you know? Azul voices. Why did it never clicked that Azul sound like a younger Ishida Akira. It just did not click. I was like, why does he sound like that? And I was like, oh my god, is that who he think? Like, so when I scrolled, I was like, oh, Azul. And then I thought, it never clicked that he sounded like a young Ishida Akira. I guess because when he voices Azul, he doesn't have like that little breathy tone that Ishida Akira usually has. I'm dead. The other series, Mahoka, has 3 seasons and now an upcoming movie, and we just can't get a second season landed. I doubt we're gonna. I doubt it. I doubt it. I can look it up. Oh shit! I can look it up. I can look it up real quick. Oh, Land of the Lustrous. Get a season 2. Oh, okay. So Google says, as of March 2026, it does not have a second season, and no official announcement has been made regarding its production. Despite the manga concluding in 2024 and high fan demand, Studio Orange has been occupied with other projects like Beastars and Trigun Stampede, making a potential second season likely several years away if it happens at all. Well, Beastars just ended, and I heard the ending wasn't very good anime-wise, and that you should just read the manga. So I did hear that. So I am aware that Beastars did just end. So, but I really don't know how much stuff Studio Orange has. Let me look it up. Okay, so I guess it didn't click that Studio Orange mainly does like 3D. Are they orange? Oops. Stop the studio, my bad. I also have no idea why the show is as popular as it is. I remember being unbearable to watch. The day the second season announces, the day I'm on my deathbed. Hey, don't lose that much hope. Alright, what do we have? Oh my god, they were the ones that did Black Bullet! And Dimension W! And Norn Nona and The Underdog? What? I love all these. Oh, that one was fucked up too. Oh wait, no. No, this one was fucked up. One of these was fucked up. Well, there's like a fucked up movie, I remember. Oh, they did Isle 7 too? Oh, okay, they did Monster Strike! I think I've watched literally most of these. I like Dimension W, that one was very good. Sorry, that was my alarm. I need to sign in for Seedream's birthday. Or I forget. I remember Black Bullet was really sad. But yeah, I mean, this just ended, so maybe, just maybe, You liked Black Bullet? I don't, you know, when I watch Black Bullet, I'm not gonna lie, when did this come out? Keep in mind when this came out, because I watched this during seasonal. Keep in mind that this was over 10 years ago, and my anime taste has evolved since then. I remember it being very sad, but I would never rewatch it. There's a lot of anime I would never rewatch. Like this one, I liked it, and I hated season 2. Like, I just liked season 1, and I hated the main character in season 2. Like, she was just really fucking annoying. It was like a white-haired character or something. I can't remember. She was really annoying, and I hate her. I remember liking Gotchman Crowd, and then I tried rewatching it. I realized that the main character in season 1 also annoys me, so I just stopped rewatching it because I didn't want to ruin the rose-tinted memories I have of this anime. Like, there's several anime that you just... I asked my friend too, I said, should I rewatch it? She's like, I don't know. Do you want to? It's like, I don't know. What if it's not good? She's like, maybe you shouldn't. Like, but I kind of want to. And she's like, what if you end up not liking it? And she was right. I ended up not liking it. Like, there's just a good amount of anime I would just never rewatch, you know? Like, good ones to rewatch was like Yono the Dawn. I heard they're doing a season 2. I don't know when that's coming out though, but I think Yono the Dawn's coming out. I thought I saw somewhere it's getting a season 2. Aha! Here it is. Unknown. Gotchman Crowd? That was the one that was like, ooh, probably not. This one finally ended. I thought it would have ended a while ago, but finally ended. Not yet aired. It is getting a season 2 though. We'll see. Who is the cast? I know... Yeah, Junie. I legit thought these two would get together, because I figured if Kiss Him Not Me had 2 of the guy characters ending up as boyfriends, these 2 would surely end up as boy. They didn't. Everyone went their separate ways, but I thought they would. It was just, they had several panels and moments where it was really gay. Anyways, you know, Dawn. That one's a good one to watch. I always rewatch that one all the time. Well, not all the time, but if I'm drawing and I need something in the background, I'll put that. What's another good one to rewatch? There's not very many. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the Studio Ghibli movies. I'm like scrolling. Oh my god! There it is! I was trying... Okay, so there's this one anime. This one I literally forced myself, and this was one of the few that I gave like a really shitty rating because it was just a really shitty anime. Yeah, 5.47 is being fucking generous as shit. Okay, so the studio who did this one was Creators in Pack. So back then, like, their work just was not that good at all. Like, it was just kind of painful to watch, but since then they've improved by leaps and bounds. But yeah, this one was really dumb. I don't know, it made no sense. Didn't even end. Like, I feel like anything ended and they never continued it, and I think it was just like based on the Chinese webcomic Space-Time Prisoners. Oh yeah, I don't know, this was like the only one that I gave like a legit really bad rating. Like, it was just, I hated it. I think that was the only one I gave like a really bad rating. And I tried dropping it, but I thought, oh, I am so close to finishing it, let me just finish it. I was hoping we'd get the sort of psychological thrill this season, like with Erase and Sankyo no Terror. I miss having those seasonally. Yeah, but a lot of the romance and the villainous stuff is like kicking in right now, so I don't know when we're gonna go back to like psychological thriller shit. It's been a while since we've had a good one, though. I will give you that. It has been a long while. There's not very anime that's like good to rewatch. I mean, I rewatched Bungo Stray Dogs. That one's always good. I'm already in the D's, and there's not very many anime to like. Well, I guess like Digimon's always a good classic to rewatch. Yeah, no, nope. Oh. I guess Fate, any of the Fate stuff, I guess okay. Fruits Basket, that's a good classic to rewatch. I think that's it. Like, I'm not finding a whole lot. You know what? I gotta commend you for sticking to most shows until completion, even if they're bad. I usually just... I hate dropping anime. Like, I really do hate dropping anime. I always like to complete stuff, or like... That's why I always watch episode 1, and if I end up not liking it, I just will not input it on my anime list, just because, like, I feel bad. Yeah, so on my dropped ones, I have 0 entries. On my hold, I have, like, 201, because I figured I'm gonna finish it eventually. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, I have season 2 of 12 Sai, 3D Takanojo, ACCA, Acro Trip, AI no Idenshi, the red hair Snow White, Akiba Trips, the animation, Alma, Amachu, Ameko, Ao no Orchestra, ED Live, Bakuan, Kami no Glass, Battery, Battle Girl High School, BEM, you know, Black Clover, Bleach, Bogun Crisis, Butlers, Chisose, Monotose, Monogatari, C3, Chirdanshi. I don't even remember watching episode 1 of like a lot of the... Oh, Closers, that was a game. Cutie Honey, Dekobo, Digimon Adventures, Dream Festival, Dungeon Menshi, Edo My Elf, Fairy Tale, Fantasy Bishoujo, Gabriel the Dropout. Like, I have so much stuff on hold that I'm probably just gonna delete from my list, not gonna lie. Great Teacher, Onizuka is pretty good, and I think has held up well if you've seen it. This one? 22-year-old Eikichi Onizuka, pervert, former gang member, and a teacher, pulls the incredible through often ridiculous antics of titular teacher as he attempts to outwit and win over the cunning class 3-4 that has determined to have him removed from the school. However, other obstacles present themselves throughout, including the frustrated balding vice principal, Hiroshi Uchiyamada, old enemies from his biker days, and his own idiotic teaching methods. But Eikichi fights it all with trying to help his students romance fellow teacher Azusa Oh, thank God he romances a fellow teacher. Who? I was kind of worried where this is going. I used to watch Great Teacher every summer as a feel-good show. Nice. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep this in mind. I might give it a watch. He looks pretty cool. Pretty dandy. Alright, well, since I didn't really watch a whole lot of anime this season, the list is going to be really short. Very of its time. Oh, I understand. I got you. Okay, first and foremost, I liked Frieren. It was very good. Obviously, I loved all the fight scenes. It's just, you can lay down, sit down, just chill and watch it, and you're good. And it's just like, you know, super chill. Next season's coming up, though, with another very powerful demon. I'm assuming they're going to fight. But we'll see. It's pretty good. Had a lot of cute moments with Fern and Stark, so see how that goes. Oh my god! Sentenced to be a Hero. This, I want to say, this was probably my all-time favorite anime of the season, for this season specifically. It was so good. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I know some people got like upset about the last episode. They're like, whatever, it was predictable and it was kind of boring and drawn out. I was like, no, visually it was very amazing. Oh my god. Also, I would like to admit, I was thinking about this the other day. I think this is the first like action fantasy show in a while where none of the female characters are sexualized. Like, Yes, the goddess has like a funky outfit underneath, but for the most part, she's basically wearing her cape the entire show. And then same with Kivia, she's mainly wearing her armor the entire show. Same with his ex-fiance Frenchie, also pretty much wearing her adventurers clothing or her aristocrat clothing. And it mainly just focused on like the missions they were going through as heroes, and it was revealing like all the background stuff, and like it was really good. The action was good, the story was great. I loved all the characters, I loved all the visuals. It was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed it so much, and I plan to get the novels. It looks like the novels only come out once a year though, so it's only up to volume 4, and the next volume comes out this year. But it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot, and it didn't click till like couple days ago, and I was like, wait a minute, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next season. Majority of girls with little to no said no. Yeah, I was surprised. But yeah, it was really good. If you do need like a good action fantasy adventure with like a lot of plot twists, oh my god. And the guy who like voices the supposed bad guy, I think, oh god, he just makes all the villains just sound really hot. He's also the bad guy in Sanda as well. He voices a lot of bad guys. I think it's Muzen's VA. Frick is he? Forgot his name. Babe. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah. Toshihiko Seki. He voices like a lot of really nice villains. Like he voices a particular kind of character. Yeah, Muzen. He just like Leona's VA, Yumida Uichiro, he just makes evil sound so hot. I don't know why. But this is actually first see which my tongue crazy as a dude. No. Yeah, usually it's like there's fan services, and I mean, even if you do look at what's underneath her attire, she's mainly wearing her cloak majority of the time. I actually forgot about the attire. It wasn't until I was like looking through anime figures for some poses for referencing. I had saw her figure and I was like, oh right, I forgot that's her outfit. Or when I was looking at the novel, the light novel, it has her in the outfit underneath the cloak. But for the most part, everyone's fully clothed. Literally everybody. Except maybe one of the demons, but aside from that, like everyone's fully clothed. What's another one I watched? Fate Strange Fake was also very good. They did absolutely amazing for Fate Strange Fake. It is still ongoing though. They did add a new character, which it was supposed to be somebody else, but then they added a different character, and the design looks French kiss. It is so beautiful. Oh my god, they're so pretty. I love them. I wish they were in Fate Grand Order. I don't know if they're gonna add them or not, because it's a new character just for the anime. It was different from the book. And I would love to buy the book too. Yeah, Fate Strange Fake. French kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Oh my god, it was so good. I love Fate Strange Fake. Apparently, each Fate series has interlocking events, but they're actually different timelines. I did not know this. So, Fate Strange Fake references Fate Zero, and it references like the Lord Melio series. But apparently those were all like different timelines. But okay, so for this one, I do recommend watching Fate Zero before you watch Fate Strange Fake, because in the last episode of this season, they did reference a lot of scenes, and they reanimated some scenes for flashbacks from Fate Zero. So I do recommend watching Fate Zero before you watch this one. You don't need to watch the Lord Melio series. That's not necessary. You can if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it, because then your heart's gonna get broken. I'm not gonna explain what that means. Just, yeah. Please just keep in mind for the Holy Grail Wars for any Fate series, do not pick a favorite character. Just don't. Because, like, there's like a 50-50 chance they're not gonna make it. It's a war. It's a Holy Grail War. It gets brutal. So, just, you know. You think it's possible to jump to Fate Stream if I've only watched Fate Zero? Yes! Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. As long as you've watched Fate Zero, you can immediately jump to Fate Strange Fake. You don't even need Fate Stay Night. I don't even think it references Fate Stay Night at all. It does a lot of referencing of Fate Zero. But yeah, just watch Fate Zero. Go straight to Fate Strange Fake. You're good. I mean, you can watch the Lord Melio series if you'd like to, but apparently that's a different timeline from this one. Like, these are all supposed to be different timelines. Like, the same events, but different timelines. So you don't have to watch Lord Melio. You can watch Fate Zero and then watch this one, because it literally references like physical scenes from Fate Zero, and they just reanimate it to the new animation style. But yeah, you should keep that in mind. But yeah, just don't have favorite characters, please. It's a really, really bad idea. Yeah, I don't even know why these are even here. They don't even pop up. Well, he does, but like, I don't even know why these are here. That's so funny. She was so sad. Also, the new Fate Stay Night, what happened to Elia kind of fucked me up. The only canon universes, somewhat canon universes in my head that I acknowledge is the Lord Melio series and Elia Magical Girl. That's the only time anyone is going to ever be happy, kind of. Because everyone else just dies and everything else. It's just so sad. But yeah, it's very good. Let's see, what else did I watch? I'm trying to finish this one right now. Okay, so I have a gripe with this one. And it was only recently that I kind of noticed it. So, this show likes to add random information without telling you. So there is a part, spoilers, but I don't think it's a big enough show that you guys are gonna watch it. Well, I'll put the spoiler tag. Okay, I'm gonna put spoilers. There's a part. Spoilers, here it is. Okay, so she's a ghost, right? And she could see the ghost. Apparently, she's working together with this guy who... Okay, so she's a ghost. That was her best friend. Well, sort of. They're like... They tolerate each other. And so after she gets executed, she mysteriously dies. Okay? And then... Oh, right, I was gonna check that. Sorry, Feilong, give me a second. So she mysteriously dies, and that was her fiance. So he's working together with her to figure out what is going on with this drug organization, okay? But apparently, between episode, like, 2 or 3 to 4 or 2 to 3, he found out that she was a ghost. And I literally had to rewatch the ending of the episode prior, and then rewatch the beginning of that episode, because in nowhere did she tell him about her being a ghost at all. Like, I watched the end, I didn't see it at all. And so he's like, "Oh, is Scarlet here?" Because Scarlet's like telling her about like a mysterious, like, "Oh yeah, that guy was suspicious." He's like, "Oh, is Scarlet here?" And I was like, "What the fuck? When did she tell him about Scarlet?" So it just keeps adding like clues and like little bits of information that they don't tell you, and the characters just magically know. And I was like, did we miss a scene? How did he believe her? What? So I don't know. I'm really confused. But I like their friendship. It kind of this is very much just like a sit down, just like go brain dead for like 23 minutes and just like see how it goes. But yeah, that was kind of like what threw me off. Was just like they keep adding info and they're not telling me who knows and who doesn't know and what's going on. So, and then sometimes they reiterate information, which gets really annoying too. Okay, I'm sorry, I did not click. Who is this? I think it is. It's gotta be. Oh no, it's A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures. Alright. Oh. This one is my favorite book. I honestly highly recommend watching the anime and reading the manga. The only thing I'm upset about is there is this one side character. He has a kid. So it was kind of giving you the idea that he moved back to his hometown because he has a kid, but they never included that, so I did get kind of irked about that. And then I think they might have added some scenes in between, which I didn't mind. That was extra context, but I didn't... I was a little sad they cut that part out, because it's like, no, he has a kid now, and like, you know, that's why he moved back to his hometown. It goes side character thing. Yeah, it was really good. How the fuck does this have a 7.6? That's horrible. What? I want that higher. Please. It should be as high as, like, the higher 7s. It should be an 8. This was very good. It was very, very lovely. Oh, what's the difference in the quality of animation? Or was it still really good? Oh, the animation was very good. The manga is, like, in blues. It's like, it's white and blue and black, but mainly like a pretty sky blue. But yeah, I personally really like the story. It's really cute. I love it. The animation was great. They added some stuff. The quality was very good. The story pacing was very good. The scenes was very good. But yeah, I think they did a really good job. I loved it a lot. I had found the manga. There was a sale going on and it had like 3 volumes out. And I was like, this looks good. I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it and I read it and I absolutely loved it. And so I've been like reading it. I've been buying the new volumes as they come out. But yeah, it was really good. I liked it. The animation on this one was just like really, really bad. I just ended up rereading the whole manga instead of watching it. Where's the other one? I know it has a low rating. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. The story's actually really good and it's really funny. But, like, the animation is absolutely atrocious. Like, the animation for this is just, like, really atrocious. There's a scene where he's talking to Stud, and they're, like, at a diner or something, and they're at a really long table. So, the width between him and Stud sitting apart is, like, at least a couple feet. But then, in one scene, he's like, Stud, don't cry. Or, like, he's, like, rubbing his cheek, and his hand just, like, comes up, and it's, like, rubbing his cheek, and then in the next scene, he just has, like, his hand out, like, as though he didn't stand up. And they're like, okay, dude, your arm is not long enough for that. What the heck? Like, yeah, the animation is just really bad. I want to read the novel, but apparently they only have the manga out, but then they stopped publishing the single ones, and they're going to do an omnibus coming out, I think this month or next month. Either April or May, I can't remember. But yeah, the funny thing about this anime, you meant for Patreon or the series you're currently on? Oh no, I meant the series. I meant this one. This one. Did you mean the animation for Patreon? Oh, I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. Oh no, it was very, very good. It was very well done. The action scenes were very good. The scenes were very good. It's very good. Very well animated. Okay, this one's funny. So I looked it up. I was like, is this a BL? And the author had said in an interview, it's a strong bromance. They're all good friends. And I was like, yeah, it's bullshit. He basically confessed. He confessed. He confessed. He kind of indirectly confessed. Like, all 4 of these men are hopelessly in love with him while he has a boyfriend puppy, King, waiting for him back at home. So what happened was a spell was put on him and he teleported to the other world on the other side. So he's in the other world while his king and his father and he's an advisor for his kingdom are in that world. So he's a noble, but he wants to be an adventurer. Sold off his sword to this guy. The guy was kind of nervous. He's like, oh, okay. Hello? I guess I can buy this sword from you. So he goes to the Adventurers Guild. He wants to register as adventure. He finds this guy and he pays him to be his bodyguard and to teach him how to be an adventurer. And then later on, he gives the guy the money. He's like, you know, I'm going to get into a lot of trouble right now because I'm going to get involved in a lot of things that will bring us trouble. And I don't want to, like, you know, bother you. So you can leave if you'd like. But if I need help, can I call you again? He's like, no, I'm not leaving you. I'm going to stay by your side. He's like, I'm just going to stay by your side. Because I want to stay by your side. I want to be with you. And I was like, oh my god! So he's staying with him. He's like the head of their own little adventure team. He's known as the Blade. He's like a hardcore swordsman. And then he just likes to spoil Lizzle, but he's like a big giant puppy. Like, he's a big, cuddly Great Dane. He's like, oh my gosh, Mr. Lizzle, what can I do for you? Like, do you need anything? Or like, please be careful, Mr. Lizzle. He's just a sweetie pie. He really likes him. At one point, they're escorting him to a different town, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys don't want to stay?" Oh yeah, no, they're fine. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god! And so they escort him to where his grandfather, because he's grandson of a very famous merchant. And so they go to the town. He's like, "Are you sure you guys don't want to stay?" They're like, "No, we're okay." He's like, "Okay." So when they're going back to town, they're like camping out, and these bandits attack him, and they don't know that he's awake. But then after they finish killing off the bandits, he's like, "Oh, it's okay, you can go check on him." He's like, "Okay." So he goes to check on him. His name's Judge. Lizzle goes to check on Judge, and Judge is like crying. He's like, "Oh, it's okay, I know it was really scary, it's okay." And Judge is like, "Can you stay with me?" So Lizzle and Judge sleep in like the same hammock, and he holds Judge's hand so Judge isn't crying anymore, and then he just starts with the wagon. He's like, "Man, you just spoil all of them." And so Judge comes back. He tells Stud, he's like, "Stud, I got to hold Lizzle's hand and watch him sleep." He's like, "No fucking way, did you?" He's like, "How could you? How could you do that behind my back?" So Stud is hopelessly in love with Lizzle too. Like, he will protect this man with his life. And he's like, "Well, I just don't want any danger to like come to you, and I don't want you to get hurt. Blade, you better be doing your fucking job and making sure he's safe, okay?" Like, he just gets like super protective of Lizzle. Hi Conway, welcome. Like super duper protective. And so he's just like, yeah, he's like, "Just protect him with your life. He's so important." Okay. And he's like, "I'm even willing to kill again for you." He's like, "Yeah, let's not do that, honey." And he gives Stud like head pats, and Gil tells him, he's like, "Stop spoiling them. You're just spoiling them all the time." But then he doesn't really feel in danger because he knows his place with Lizzle is like pretty solid, so he doesn't feel threatened at all. He's like, whatever, they're just kids. Like, to him, he's like, they're no competition, you know. And then this guy shows up. Apparently he's the bandit leader of the Forky gang. He's trying to like join the adventure team, and Lizzle's like, "Okay, well, tell me a reason why I should let you join." He keeps giving like dumb answers, good answers, and he's voiced by Wander, by the way, so it's like, oh my baby, oh my god, Wander from Genshin, oh my gosh. So eventually, like, he's like, "I'll do anything for you." And Lizzle's like, "Okay." So they work out how to like get the Forky gang out of the way, and they have his oh yeah, at some point he starts threatening like these two, and so Lizzle gets mad. He's like, "You haven't seen me angry," and he gets really fucking scared where he starts crying. He's like, Lizzle's like, "Oh no, it's okay, don't cry, it's okay. Was I that scary?" He's like, "Oh, you just don't like seeing them cry, huh?" He's like, "Maybe a little." But he's like, "It's okay," head pat. And then he leaves. He comes back. He's like, "No, I want to join your team now." So later on, he asks Stud, like, "Hey, like, what do you do to get on his good side?" He's like, "Nothing. You just expect nothing in return." So later on, they're all three of them are in a carriage, and they're going to some guy's estate. I don't even want to get into that guy yet. Oh, that's another thing. They're going to some rich aristocrat guy's estate, and he tells them, like, "Okay, I have my answer." He's like, "What's your answer?" He's like, "It's because I want to be by your side, and I want to be with you." He's like, "I just want you to let me stay by your side, and I want to protect you and be with you." And he's like, "Okay, you can join the team." I was like, oh, that's a fucking confession right there. And then so this nobleman dude, he also states it like really obviously too. There's this nobleman that likes to collect labyrinth stuff, but also he kind of clocked that Lizzle was like super duper smart. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to fuck with this guy." So they're going, and he's telling the nobleman, "Oh yeah, the Forky gang, it's by like that con artist at the guild thing, whatever, and to get the trail off of him." And the guy's like, "Okay, thanks." So they leave, and the nobleman's telling his butler, he's like, "Ah, damn it." Butler's like, "You really don't want to remarry somebody because you just gained a lot of reputation points when you arrested like the bandit gang." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but no one can be as good as my wife was. She was amazing." He's like, "You know what though, if Lizzle was a woman, I would so hardcore seduce him and make him my wife." And the butler's like, "Aren't you already hardcore seducing him?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's true, huh?" And then they added a female character. There's no female characters in this until the very end. She's the daughter of the apothecary. She's like a bit of like a airhead muscle girl kind of gal. She's like, "Oh my god, you're like the perfect guy," and then they're like trying to keep her away from him. Well, especially him. He's like, hey, you can't like be falling for Lizzle, like stay away from him. She's like, "Oh, but he's so perfect." He's like, "I know he's perfect." But yeah, they're all fucking in love with him. I swear to God, if Lizzle was a woman, y'all would be saying it's a romance, you know, like, and then at the end of the last episode, the king managed to break through the mana barrier to like see Lizzle, and the dad's like talking to Lizzle, and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm having fun." He's like, "Okay, just be safe." And then the king's like, "Lizzle, what does he tell him?" He said, "A country without you is worthless." And I was like, oh. And then the scene leading up to that, he kept hearing a ringing sound in his earring, and he was gonna grab it to ask like, "Oh, maybe it's the earring." And he grabbed his hand. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't touch these earrings. Someone very important gave them to me." The king from his country, who I think is his boyfriend. Anyways, and so later on, he's like walking in the alleyway and he hears the bell ringing again. He's like, "I know this mana." He's like, "Of course I'd recognize it anywhere. I long to see it," or something like that. And he sees the king and I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it's like at this point, this anime was way more gay than this one ever could be. And they fucking this one, okay? Oh my God. Alright. That's it for me. So alright. Okay, cool. So I do need to go eat dinner. It's gonna be 10 soon. I would like to go Mimi's. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening in whichever part of the world you're in. On Thursday, we will be playing Iluga's Quest. And on Friday, we'll be playing Pokemon. I was like, what are we doing again? Oh, I guess. But thank you everybody for joining me. I look forward to what y'all are looking forward to for this anime season. I didn't really have a whole lot. I probably had about 6 I probably would like to watch. A Sense for Bookworm. Ah, I'm so excited! I can tell Series had you in a headlock last season. Oh yeah, no, To Be Hero and Nobleman's Recommendation Vacation, those two had me in like a chokehold like the entire season. I like, as soon as it was lunchtime for me, I was eating and I had them playing and I watched them during my lunch at work, and then, you know. Good stuff, good stuff. Whoops! I mean, close that. Might store make recommendations for future showcases. Yeah, sure, what's up? Tell me, what's the rec? What's the recommendation? Tell me. Do, 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 do. What is the recommendation? Alright, so... yeah. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay, so I might get the answer a little late while I sit here and twiddle my thumbs, my nail polish. Favorite series of the season and duds of the season. That would be in. Yeah. I mean, I usually kind of do like a recap of like past season stuff of stuff I've watched. But like sometimes I'm talking for so long that I get carried away, so I usually save it for another time. We'll definitely do that next time though. Like I'll go over the past season, but I really didn't watch a whole lot this season, which is why it felt so short right now. Just because I didn't watch a whole lot, or I just didn't find it that interesting. But underrated series of the season. Ooh, yeah, To Be Hero, definitely. The To Be Heroes, I think that one should have done way better. And I think the Invisible Man, his soon-to-be wife, should have done way better too. Oh well. Alright, well, thank everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening in whichever part of the world you're in. And I will see you Thursday. And thank you for the recommendation, Fei Long. And then after this video, after the VOD goes up, feel free to comment some of the seasons and stuff you guys plan to watch. Or you can also mention the Discord as well. Yes? Yes, cool. Alright, bye everybody. Bye, I'm gonna go eat food now. Bye-bye. Bye everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.